What's up, fight fans? What's good, man? I'm just coming on through briefly, real quick, fight fans, and want to talk a little bit about this Canelo situation last night. This is a huge, huge thing in boxing. And man, I hope y'all enjoyed the post-fight immediate reaction last night. We had a great time last night. You know what I'm saying? I apologize that the mic was off last night. I wasn't aware. And we went through that whole live stream with the mic off, but it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I think the message still got across all the same. And I appreciate everybody that watched that video and thumbed me up. You know what I mean? But I'm just dropping through just briefly this morning, fight fans, because I'm sitting here listening to the post-fight press conference from Canelo. And like, I'm trying to figure out, is Canelo delusional as hell, bruh? Like, what the hell is going through Canelo Alvarez's brain? I mean, the man is talking about some rematching Dimitri Bivol, fight fans. He's talking about doing a rematch. Let's listen in just a quick clip of the post-fight press conference and hear what Canelo had to say real quick about the rematch, man.
So the question was, would you agree, both of you, Eddie Towell, that there's no bigger fight in boxing than the rematch with Bivol? And the answer from Eddie was yes, there's no doubt about that. We want that rematch. We felt that we didn't lose the fight, just some rounds. And, you know, like, we're a strong team and we're fighters, you know, as good Mexicans. We're a good team and we're winners. We want that rematch to see what we could do better. And when you talk about strategies in boxing, people can go with terrible strategies.
So basically, Canelo, through that translator, is saying that they want the rematch because they feel like they can do better in the rematch. Hey, look here, champ. I don't know if y'all caught the words last night, fam. Salute to everybody. Good morning, Dirty Red. What's up, champ? What's up, man? Canelo ain't delusional. His pride is hurt. Is that what it is? Bro, I'm going to tell you right now, man. This rematch is all wrong for Canelo Alvarez. All wrong. You know what I mean? What I seen in there last night, like I told y'all, was a domination. Canelo Alvarez been dominated 2 times in his career. It was a domination, fight fans. I see it getting worse in the rematch. I don't see anything that Canelo Alvarez can do that would trouble Dimitri Bivol in the rematch. If anything, I think more separation is going to happen. And I said, like I told y'all last night, I believe that Dimitri Bivol would think in his head that, look, bro, this dude can't hurt me. So I'm going to go ahead and step it up another level on him in the rematch. It's going to end bad for Canelo Alvarez. Canelo better let his pride go. He better let his ego go. Let it go, man, and just float on back down to 168 pounds or go on down to 160 or whatever you got to do. Stay the hell away from Bivol. Bivol is all wrong for Canelo. I'm telling you, man, Canelo got to drop this. I get it. He's embarrassed, bro. You look bad last night. It is what it is. You bit off more than you can chew. Leave Dimitri Bivol alone. Go down and why is he so like anti-Benavidez or anti-Charlo? Why is it so hard to do? It just makes sense. You still got belts down at the lower weight class. What are you doing? You know what I mean? I don't understand, fam. I don't understand. Equal foundation. Bivol will only have more confidence in the rematch. I agree, man. That's all we're going to get. We're going to get a more confident fighter. Canelo Alvarez just doesn't have the sizzle, man. The thing is, the code to beat Dimitri Bivol is not that version of Canelo Alvarez today. Like I said last night, I thought maybe the Chepo version of Canelo Alvarez would maybe have gave Bivol a bit more. But this Eddie Reynoso version, no. He's basic. He's limited. He's not adjusting. He's doing the same old shit. He's comfortable. That's why he's walking around here in pajamas and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because he's comfortable with who he is and in his style. No way, dog. Like, I mean, I get it. Go in there and try to challenge yourself again. But when you've been beat 11-1, what the hell is there? What do you mean that it was some things that we could have done better? I get it. You could make some adjustments. But what? Every time you move, Bivol's going to move. Your punches ain't having the same effect on Bivol as it's having on everybody else. So what the hell else you going to change, brother? You know what I mean? Like, the dude is delusional, bro. He's delusional. Canelo is going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt. His pride is going to get him fucked up. It is as simple as that. He better take the little that he got left. I mean, well, the fans are still around. They're going to circle the wagons. But I'm telling you, you lose again to Dimitri Bivol in the same fashion, people going to start looking at you funny. And then what are you going to do? Come back down and face Charlo and Benavidez after being beat twice and dominated by Bivol? Nah, man, you take the window now. Look, you got belts. Go defend them shits. Go reign. You know what I mean? Nobody don't want to see all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Hey, JP Mendez says, get like Bud. It's crystal clear who the #1 pound for pound is now. 100%. By a mile. By a mile. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford ain't never been dominated. Canelo been dominated twice. Like I told y'all last night, his fans are going to run around talking about, well, you know, he jumped up to a weight class. You know, he tried it. He tried to be great, but no, we're not buying that. That shit ain't working today. You know what I'm saying? That shit out the window, champ. He chose to do this, like I told y'all last night. And on top of that, most importantly, he's done this to previous fighters. I have no sympathy. I have no sympathy. When he went up to 175 and he beat Kovalev, y'all celebrated him. Y'all threw parades and confetti and shit. Now that he's actually losing to the best fighter at the class, y'all want to make excuses. We don't rock like that over here, champ. We don't rock like that. Salute. Good morning, Muhammad Tola. What's up, man? We up early today, champion. We up early. I'm going to have those mugs for everybody real soon so we can sip that coffee together, you know? Salute to my homie, Muhammad Tola. Good morning, or should I say good afternoon, man? We had a late night last night, fight fans. We didn't get out of here till like 2-something in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fam in the building. You know what I'm saying? Muhammad Tola says, sometimes your ego is your biggest enemy. I couldn't agree with you more, fam. Let it go. I got 3 words for Canelo. Let it go. Let it go. Go back down to 68. Stop trying to be Superman. Stop trying to do things that fans are not asking for. Let it go. You know what I'm saying? It's gone. It happened. It is what it is. You tried. You still got belts to defend. Let it go. It's not going to end well for this man. So look at my boy, Ron Boy, fresh in the house this morning. Good morning, Ron Boy. Hey, brother, I know you was smiling from ear to ear. Hey, Ron Boy, Terrence Crawford #1 by a mile, brother. By a mile. You know what I'm saying? We say you, bro. I got paid. That's all I know. But Cinnamon and Eddie need to make that Andre fight next. Expedite that WBO mandatory at 168, Slim. I agree. I agree. I mean, like I told y'all last night, Eddie is going to be on the phone with Demetrius Andre. Like, Demetrius, are we still okay? We still good? We still cool? I mean, I know I abandoned you for that Zach Parker fight, but can we get back in business? Can we do something? I mean, because Canelo may need somebody. Because ain't nobody trying to see Gennady Golovkin. Y'all can keep your Golovkin shit. You know what I'm saying? You take his, let Golovkin go over there somewhere. You know what I mean? Canelo got a lot of things to do now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But you got paid, brother. Good call last night. Hey, look, man, like I told y'all, bro. You know, to all of my people out there that called out for Bivol to win this fight, salute to y'all, man. You know, people want to be Nostradamus today and act like they didn't call for Bivol to be, he's the worst fighter, and want to act like that they didn't give Bivol a shot in this fight. But see, that's the good thing about Mainman Mademan. I always rock in truth, and I always call it like I see it, and we've been here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel good today. That's why no one can come around me talking about some, oh, you thought that Bivol wasn't that good. No, I've always been on this train. Like, I'm always on the side of right. That's why you rock with Mainman. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all betted according to Mainman. I did call for the draw, but y'all know I wanted Bivol to win that fight, and y'all know I had Bivol winning that fight. So I hope y'all followed the breadcrumbs, man, because if you did, you got paid. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. Real spill. Muhammad Tola says now it's official. The biggest money and legacy fight in boxing is Spence versus Crawford. PBC should realize that and stop messing around before losing the momentum. Brother, spoken like a prodigy. You spoke that shit like a prodigy, bro. You put that like a prodigy, brother. I couldn't have said that no better. We're done with the confusion. Like I said last night, and I'm reiterating some of the points from last night because of the audio quality for anyone that's wondering. But like I told you last night, you can look at Canelo Alvarez's loss, as a gift and a curse for boxing. You know what I mean? The gift is now maybe we get some movement around this joint. You dig? But now that Canelo is saying that he wants to do the rematch, well, maybe everybody's fighting each other. And most importantly, the Earl Spence and Canelo talk is officially done. Stop it. You know what I mean? PBC, sorry, there's a lock on that door. Now you can't open that door, PBC. What y'all gonna do? You got to make the Crawford fight. Stop looking for exits. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna fight Crawford or you gonna fight Boots. What you gonna do? I mean, that's where we at. Now, y'all can see and look at Mainman crazy, but that's exactly where we at. The man is cornered. I tried it with the Canelo. Canelo got things to do now. Sorry. And he is delusional as hell for talking about going into a rematch. You know what I'm saying? No way. No way. JP Mendez says, yo, rehydration clause would have made a difference. Didn't Eddie Hearn say there was no rematch clause? I haven't caught up with the interviews, all of them as of yet, but we'll have it all put together for We Talking Boxing. But if he did say that, then I'm sure Canelo has protections, man. Canelo doesn't fight. A fighter of Canelo's stature would not fight without some sort of rematch clause or some kind of cushion to fall back on. This is Canelo Alvarez we talking about, and most importantly, even with him, he doesn't need a rematch clause. Keep it 100. I mean, technically, Dimitri Bivol was still rematching with or without a rematch clause. It's still Canelo. He's still a draw, and most importantly, like they said in the press conference, the rematch will probably more than likely be at just as big as the initial fight. So there's no rematch clause technically needed. It's all about really what Canelo wants to do. You know what I mean? He's still who he is. One loss, his people are still riding with him, but he loses again. Well, there may be a different story. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Red says, don't let it go, Cinnamon. That man just whooped you on Cinco de Mayo. You gonna let that slide, Big Nello? Look at you, man, hyping that man up, Dirty Red. You gonna hype that man up to get an ass whooping. You gonna hype that man up to get an ass whooping, shawty, you know? And that's gonna be the end of Canelo, because I'm telling you, he gets stopped by Bivol, he might not be the same. Ego won't get bruised. Physically, we don't know what that might do to him. You see him slowing down in there, man. Bro, he just looked at flat, small, and everything last night, man. Like, I tell you, man, he is delusional for this rematch. What can he do different in a rematch? Do y'all see him doing anything different in a rematch? I mean, no, not really. I mean, what is he going to do? He's going to still try to get next to Dimitri Bivol. He's not going to cover the ground fast enough. His punches are not going to have the effect that he wants on him unless he going in, you know, I'm out. Let's him and Eddie Reynoso get up in that thing and make a potion. If y'all get where I'm going, unless we're going to get some clenbuterol going on around this jump. Other than that, man, look, what is he going to do? Stylistically, this is not a good fit for Canelo. Y'all got to understand, fight fans. If you think that Canelo Alvarez is Superman, styles make fights. It's not sometimes as if a fight is good or bad. Styles make fights. This style is all wrong for Canelo. He can go in there and try to adjust what he's going to do. Swing more to tire yourself out, start earlier. That's going to be even worse. Canelo got 5 to 6 rounds, maybe 7 if you're lucky, of activity. That's Canelo Alvarez. The question is, where is those 5 or 6 or 7 rounds going to come at in the fight? Are they going to come from rounds 5 through 11? Are they going to come from rounds 4 through 10? You know, something like that. So he got about 5 to 6 rounds where he can be effective. And if that fighter weathers that storm, Canelo is depleted. You know what I'm saying? He's depleted. So that's all I got to know. When is that going to come? You know what I'm saying? When is that going to come? Hold on one second, fight fans. Give me a half a second. Give me a half a second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I mean, so when is that gonna come, man? And that's all Dimitri Bivol's gonna wait for. Eventually, Canelo's gonna try to, you know, do what he does. Bivol for the patient fight last night. He'll be patient in the rematch. And technically, you know how that saying they have in boxing: if you patient and allow the knockout to come, that's exactly what we were seeing playing out. If Bivol would have just did his part, that knockout probably would have came. His patience literally drained Canelo, and it was sizing Canelo up for a knockout. That knockout technically was presenting itself in a few moments in last night's fight. He just didn't want to take advantage, maybe because, like I said, he was probably a little paranoid because of the judging. He didn't want to give Canelo no in on that fight. Trust me, if Bivol would have probably committed more, they probably would have took the fight from him. Think about it. Look at the scorecards. They gave Canelo as much as they gave him. Canelo ain't do crap last night. So what if Bivol would have gave him somewhat of a fight that he wanted? Guess what? They would have took that shit from Bivol. They would have looked at Canelo and said, "Oh, he's landing the harder punches and blah 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 blah." They would have took. So Bivol literally took that away from him last night. Like, I'm not going to give you nothing, man, because they looking at everything that you do and they ain't looking at shit that I do. Look at the scorecards. You know what I mean? So look, smart man, and he's going to do the same thing in the rematch. And I believe when that knockout presents itself this time around, that he will finish Canelo. The problem is that Bivol is just not a killer. He's a nice guy. Look at how he talks. Look how he conducts himself. He's a nice dude. He is not Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice dude. But I think in the rematch, I think he puts that exclamation point on him. And I'm going to tell you, man, Canelo going to get dominated again, bro. He's going to get dominated again, man. Hey, what's up, Dave? Salute to the UK in the house. We got the UK in the house, Raheem. Salute to Dave Tatton on deck. What's up, brother? Hi, USA. Hi, main man. Hope all is good. Canelo was punching above his weight class, as the old saying goes. He was swinging. It was a fish out of water. He looked like he just did not belong. And even like I said before, even go back to the Kovalev fight, he didn't look like he belonged in that fight either. You know what I mean? And I mean, hopefully all of this shit stops, bro. Just go and do what people want you to do, man. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? Go fight the fighters that we asked for. You know what I mean? Dave says, sorry, has not been around. Lots going on with work and etc. Dave, it's all love, brother. You one of the cats that I know that even if you're here, not here live, I feel fully confident that you'll catch me on the playback, my G. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you VIP around here. Much love to you, Dave, and I appreciate your support. And hey, we all get it. Life always get in the way for all of us. Trust and believe, man totally understands. I'm just glad you're here today, man. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Hit that thumbs up, everybody. Hit that thumbs up for me, man. Yeah, we got to earn a living, bro. And we all understand, you know, this is entertainment for us. This is our fun time. You dig? This is what we do to stop thinking about that boss or those coworkers that get on your damn nerves. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. You know what I mean? We come to our boxing corner and we have a great time. You feel me? So if y'all dealing with that in life, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. The homie gonna always be here. And if you got anything on your mind, you're dealing with those stresses, we can talk about it too. That's what this channel is about, fight fans. You know what I'm saying? We homies out here. You know what I mean? Real spill. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And that goes to everybody, including my main man, Dave. You know what I mean? So everybody, you keep your heads up. It's a tough time in the world right now. You know, inflation is going crazy right now. Gas prices are through the roof. I know a lot of people are starting to save their funds now, you know, and not do a lot of access spending. And the reason that I do know that is because for those who know, y'all know I do the selling thing online. And I can tell by my sales and the flow of the sales, how the economy is kind of working out. You know what I mean? So, yeah, people are starting to hold on to cash a little bit more because times are shaky. And so everybody keep your heads up and protect yourselves and protect your family. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. You know what I mean? Yeah. He says, yo, man, if Spence beats Crawford, is he going to be the face of boxing? That's a good question. That is a great question, bro. I don't know if anybody has ever asked me that in all of the years that we've talked about Crawford and Spence. I do thoroughly believe that the winner of that saga will become the new face of boxing, yes. And mainly, if Spence can beat Crawford, he could possibly get it because he has everything else. Meaning he has the state, he has the brand, he has the push, he got the fan base. The only thing he needs is the cement. He needs to be cemented. He needs to be solidified. And to get that, it would take him beating Terrence Crawford. So you may have a good thing. You may be right. I believe that if Errol Spence beats Terrence Crawford, he elevates to the next level in everything that everything that his career entails, whether his status, whether it's his Hall of Fame entry, whether it's his pound for pound ranking, anything that has to do with the sport of boxing, everything that Errol Spence looks for legacy wise in his career sits around the waist of Terrence Crawford. I've been saying that for years. And it makes me wonder why look anywhere else, Canelo anywhere, when everything you need in one fight in one night. I'm talking about records amounts of money, the biggest fight in boxing, undisputed, pound for pound implications. Your whole brand may be becoming the face of boxing. All of these things in one fight. You don't get fights like that. You don't get fights like that, fight fans. So when y'all see Mainman Mademan going off about certain things and names being included, this is why we don't get these kind of fights. This is a monumental thing. And so we all deserve it. You know what I mean? We all deserve it. And this is why I be telling y'all, man, like, I don't want to hear names. I don't want to hear Canelo. I don't want to hear no one. I don't want to hear nobody. And I really, really mean that because, bro, this fight is just too special. It's too special. And guess what? Believe it or not, as crazy as it may sound, and then y'all know, the fam know, we had a major hand in pushing this fight for years. We were the ones upholding the Terrence Crawford side. All of these talking points that you hear spread around boxing, they start here. They start right here. Then they spread around like a spider web, and everybody wants to take ownership of it. But it starts right here. They know it. Everyone knows it. You know what I'm saying? How many boxers and fighters and shit uploaders, whoever, walking around saying our talking points? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, fight fans, it starts right here. And we got a major hand in pushing that fight. You feel me? So at the end of the day, we want what we want. We ain't coming this far to turn back now, fight fans. Hey, salute to my homie Samuel Davis in that super chat. Much love, Samuel, and thank you for your support, my G. Where does Canelo sit on the list now? Crawford and Usyk are above him now, in my opinion. Yeah, that's a great question, fam. He's no longer in the top 5. He's no longer in the top 5. That's gone. Now, can we argue top 10? Mainly because he still remains undisputed down at 168 pounds. It still may be a hard argument because he's coming off a loss. I mean, if he is top 10, he is certainly 6 through 10. You know what I'm saying? He is 6 through 10. I would have to sit down and do my list and actually put that all into perspective. But he certainly, if he still remains, and that's a big if. We're going to do this. We're going to do this all live together, fight fans. Just let me cue up. We talking boxing, and we're going to do this. And we're going to see where he fits at in the pound-for-pound rankings. That is a great, great, great question. But I can't see him top 5 no more. Why? 2 dominations. Some people may say, man, if you get dominated twice in your career, how you top 10? I can't argue with you. I got to sit down and do this. That's just the fact. No one else, unless you can show me 2 other top 10 pound-for-pound fighters that were dominated twice in their career, then we're going to have a different conversation. But those are the facts. Those are the facts. Has Bud been dominated? Usyk been dominated? Earl been dominated? Josh Taylor been dominated? I mean, we're going to go through the names. These guys ain't been dominated. I got Shakur Stevenson mopping up Oscar Valdez while moving up in weight. Come on, bro. These dudes ain't been dominated. And they're taking on good quality competition. And look, guess what? You can't give me no weight shit because he beat Kovalev, right? And I'm going to lean on that heavy. Well, he beat Kovalev, man. He beat Kovalev at 175. So if he can win at 175, all excuses are gone. Y'all don't see, that's how I play. If Canelo wants to play this game, then we going to continue to play. It ain't no turn it on and turn it off. Well, it don't count because I lost, but it counts when I win. Fuck no. We're not doing that, fight fans. We're not doing that. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it all counts. And I cannot see Canelo Alvarez top pound for pound at this point, especially when you throw the 2 dominations in with the PED scandal. That's heavy. Come on now. Tell me when I'm going wrong if I'm going wrong. You tell me another fighter in the top 10 pound for pound that has that same shit. 2 dominations and a PED scandal. I'm sorry. Salute to my homie Philip Jackson in the house. What's up, Philip? Much love, Philip, and thank you for all of your support, family. I always look forward to those words right there, man. Another great show, fam. When I see that, bro, in the comment section, I always smile, bro. Thank you, Philip. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Heavy Lefty says, look, you being nice, man. Laura dominated Canelo, too. Facts. I mean, I ain't going to say dominated because Canelo had a few more rounds. Against Bivol, he had 1 freaking round. And you're going to have to close your eyes, turn off the lights, and squint your eyes real good to see another round for Canelo. In this fight, literally, he had 1 damn round. Dominated, bro. Yeah, man, I don't get it. Thumbs up for the homie. Salute to my homie Ray Bands 805 in the house. What's up, Ray Bands? Hope you enjoyed that fight last night, man. I know we came on kind of late last night, you know what I'm saying? Totally shocked. The boxing world is turned upside down. You know what I mean? I told y'all, hey, fight fans, this was a good thing for boxing, believe it or not. This is great for boxing. You know, look. At the end of the day, it gives Canelo, it takes him away from the Gennady Golovkin fight. That's the greatest thing ever because ain't nobody trying to see that shit. And most importantly, it humbles Canelo and say, look, bro, just do things like everybody else is doing it for a damn change. Stop inventing shit. Stop coming up with new ideas. Stop trying to be clever. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to be clever. There go my main man, Mike. Mike, I hope you recovering, Mike. You be back on your feet soon, brother. What's up, Mike? Salute to my main man, Mike Ryan. Rematch for what? You cannot beat a bigger, skilled guy. And what's up, everybody? What's up, Mike? You right, brother. You right. He's a good big man, and he's better than the good little man. Simple as that. It's gonna get worse. It's gonna be more separation. It's gonna get worse. He fuck around and gonna get stopped. And it's gonna really be a bad look for Canelo because marketable wise, how you gonna come back from that, brother? Yeah, boy, Canelo is walking a thin line. He's walking a tightrope. If he gets back in there with Dimitri Bivol, fam, I'm just letting you know it's not a smart move. It's just not smart, man. It's just not smart. Why would you get into a rematch with this man, knowing damn well that you lost, you're gonna get outclassed in every way? You're not even a better boxer than Bivol. Even if Bivol was his size, Bivol's still a better boxer. Delusional, Mike. Delusional is what is going on. And like the fam said earlier, ego is bruised. He's embarrassed. It's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Raheem says Bud and Spence, 1A and 1B, depending on the most recent performance. I couldn't agree with you more. Salute to them brothers, man. They about to take over boxing. You know what I'm saying? They about to take over boxing, man. And this is where we need to be. Now Canelo is out the picture. It's all about Bud and Spence. No more distractions. What's next? The WBA situation gonna come involved? Stanionis gonna have a flip of they're gonna flip Stanionis and say, you know what, we tried, but the WBA is just not letting us do anything else, so we got to go and fight in this tournament. Is that next? Because everybody gonna see that as fugazi. I got the words of exactly what Manchester Stanionis said, and he says that I am flexible and I'm just listening to my team. So if that order comes down to Stanionis, it came from his team. It came from PBC. That's what we looking at. You feel me? So to all of my Crawford fans out there, we watching that situation and we are watching the Keith Thurman situation in the WBO. Those are the two situations to watch. Forget everything else. You know what I'm saying? Those are the two situations that they can probably lean on at this point to bail out Earl Spence Jr. So let's make sure that we don't get no daylight right there. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, man. Yeah, yeah, man. Ray-Ban says, you got to respect Canelo. A lot of fighters won't do what he is doing, moving up in weight classes. No, Ray-Ban. I understand where you're coming from. And, you know, normally I would be to a certain degree right there with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know, fighters just trying it, whatever like that. But no, not in this case. You know what I mean? Because Canelo had way too many names, way too many opponents that he should have fought. And it looks like to me, this was a running thing. See, like I said, boxing is starting to develop this thing of hiding behind the dare to be great fight. That's the thing that's going on. It's the same way that they try to do with Earl and Canelo. If they would have allowed Earl to face Canelo Alvarez, he would have took it, right? Went up, took the loss, no harm, no foul, came back like nothing ain't happened. Oh, he just did to be great, so we can't count it against him. I don't like those kind of fights no more, bro. I don't like that shit. That's a hiding thing. That's you ducking all of this smoke because you know you're supposed to lose to this dude, and if you lose, nobody will hold it against you. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, and it can go the other way. I know you may look at the glass half full and say, "Yo, bro, it can go the other way." Sure, and that would be a great monumental thing also. But I'm not willing to gamble with that as opposed to all of the other fights that I would prefer to see. It gives too much cover. Earl would have lost to Canelo. He would have had cover to come back down to face Terrence Crawford and do everything else. It would have been a lesser fight because it normally works like that in those situations. The fighter is a lesser version of himself. He's coming down in weight. You know, look what happened with Kell Brook. You know what I mean? Look what happened with a lot of fighters, man. I mean, it don't work. Look at Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia goes from 35 to 47 to try to take on big-ass Earl Spence, gets dominated. No harm, no foul to Mikey. Mikey just took his money and walked off into the sunset. It meant nothing. But yet and still to get in there with Sander Martin, and he's no longer the same. It's working out in a way where it's not doing the right thing. It's more so giving cover to a lot of fighters to get away from their true rivals. And people are going to support it. As you see today, it works like a charm. Canelo's fans right now are like, well, look, man, y'all going to have to just, hey, look, he tried it. He tried to be great. You know, y'all shouldn't hold this against him. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. So no. Benavidez, Charlo, Andre, you know what I'm saying? All of this smoke you had, and you do something no one asked you to do. Hell, they talking about fighting Makabu. Oh, bro, like we not giving no covers for him. So I get where you coming from, Ray Bans. Lord knows I do. You know what I mean? And in a lot of cases, I would say, you know what, he just tried it. But that's normally if he had no one else to fight. That's if he didn't have anyone else to fight. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia, for example. You may say, well, man, he jumped up. He didn't have no. He had Vasil Lomachenko. He left 135 and went up to 47 to face Earl without fighting Lomachenko. We ain't cool with that. I wanted to see that fight. You know what I'm saying? He run up to 130. He run up to 100 something pounds from 135, and you don't fight Vasil. At the time, Vasil Lomachenko was the man. But he had no problem with fighting the Easters and the Bronas and all of that type shit. Now, did he? He got covered. Oh man, we know. And then he ain't even fight Terrence Crawford. Oh man, we know what this is about, man. Come on. Yeah, Ray Ban says I think Bivol got his number. I do too. Justin the Alpha says this is wow. This is extremely embarrassment for Canelo. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And ain't nobody. Especially if those have sat here and watched Canelo do what he's done for all of these years, we're not gonna have no sympathy for him. He put too many fighters through the ringer. He's tested positive for PEDs and now being dominated 2 times. Dog, we're not going to look. I love a lot of the Canelo fans want to hold him up, but I'm not going to do that. I can't do that. I can't do that when I got Terrence Bud Crawford on a knockout streak, moving through weight classes. Come on, man. First fight at a weight class, taking on the champion there, not coming off of a 2-week grueling fight or 3-week, 4-week grueling fight. No, coming off of his best wins. Oh man, Canelo finish, man. He gonna be finished. He get in that rematch. Leave the rematch alone, brother. Leave the rematch alone. Philip says rematch. Y'all remember Winky Wright and Shane, and that was bad, bro. That was terrible. I remember it. That's exactly what we gonna see. You know what I'm saying? Shoot to my homie Ron Boy, fresh in the super chat, man. Thank you for the support, Ron Boy. Usyk, Bud, Inoue, Cinnamon, Shakur, in that order, Slim. Usyk, I don't usually do the heavyweight thing, but if y'all including Usyk because of his cruiserweight run, understandable. You know what I'm saying? Usyk, Bud, Inoue, Cinnamon. So you still got him top 5, Ron Boy. That's interesting. You still putting him in your top 5? Usyk, Bud, Inoue, Cinnamon, Shakur in that order. So you would keep Canelo in your top 5 over Earl? You would keep Canelo in your top 5 over Josh? Oh man. Josh cleaned out the class. Undisputed. I will have Josh Taylor in that conversation before Canelo. Josh is sitting on top of his weight class. He cleaned it out. He beat Prograis. He beat Ramirez. He cleaned them out, man. Went through that tournament, won the tournament. I mean, you may say because maybe Josh ain't moved up in weight. That could be the one thing that's holding him back in a lot of people's eyes. But he is undisputed, and he cleaned out that clash. I might got to put Josh in it before Canelo because Josh ain't never been dominated. It ain't never been dominated. I don't know, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it. But that's a good list. But you gotta let me know, Ron Boy. I'll be looking up for your comment, bro. You throwing him in there before Josh. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know if you throwing him in there before Josh. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get up out of here real soon, fight fans. I'm gonna come on back a little later on. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do about 10 more minutes. You know what I mean? Hey, salute to my homie Felix Nunez in that super chat. Thank you, family. Much love and thank you for your support, my G. Why he make that face like he ain't get schooled, man? I don't know. He's sitting there like it's ego, bro. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. He gotta sit there. He gotta put a strong face on. He just gotta be strong through it. It's embarrassing. And that's the thing. You know, you throw Canelo in this rematch. I hope that doesn't take over in the fight because he wants to push more to please this crowd. That's gonna get him stopped. Canelo needs to rethink and retool at this moment. He's 34 years old. He's up there in age. He's 31 years old. He's up there. And you need to really consider at this moment, should I try this Bivol thing again? Or should I just go back down to 68, defend my belts, welcome the Benavidez fight, welcome the Charlo fight, and get my standing back. Those 2 wins, you beat a Charlo and a Benavidez, or an Andrade and a Charlo, or an Andrade and a Benavidez, whichever 2. You go back down there and do that, Canelo Alvarez is totally redeemed. He's back on top. He is the man and number 1. That's your route right there. Why are you trying to create these little funny looking routes? That's your route. I don't understand it, brother. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yeah. Ron Boy says, man, in all fairness, he cleared out 68, though. He didn't clear out 68. He didn't take on David. You got to look, bro. I get it. David didn't have a belt, but he never was beat for his belt. He lost his belt on the scales. He lost his belt to his discipline. He never was defeated for that title. And I always seen David as the number 1 fighter at the class. This is something that I stick true to. You know what I'm saying? We give these fighters these accolades without them clearing out their next best guy. Earl Spence Jr. is running around there saying he's this, he's that, yet he hasn't even beat the number 2 welterweight. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? You haven't beat Keith and you haven't beat Terrence. You beat number 3, 4, 5, 6, but you ain't beat the next 2 solid guys under you. But we uphold these guys. Canelo Alvarez ran from 68 before he beat Benavidez. That's clearing out the class. Josh cleared it out. There was no more left after Josh. After Josh did what he did, there was no other person. Anybody else we talking about is maybe Gary Antoine Russell, who just, not quite there yet. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, there's no one else at 140 that I'm begging to see Josh Taylor fight. I mean, because he beat he left no stone unturned. And as for Canelo, you skipped out before beating the guy that I considered number 1. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to beat everybody else and just leave him in. And I'm going to get the same credit. I feel you, bro. He didn't, to me, clear out 68. Beating Caleb Plant was cool. Beating Billy Joe, cool. Those were 2 of the top guys probably at the division. But that ain't cleared out. There's still one more there. And his name is David Benavidez. That's just the way it goes. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same way it can be argued for 60. But he did beat Golovkin. So if y'all saw Golovkin is the number 1 guy at 60, he beat Golovkin, he beat Daniel Jacobs down there. That was cool. But he ain't fight Charlo. It's always an asterisk there. I mean, when we talk about clearing out weight classes, that means everybody. You know what I'm saying? And in Canelo's case, what makes it so bad is that politically, he can make all this shit happen at the snap of a finger. It's Canelo. These dudes will cross networks. They would sign with whatever. They'll do whatever they got to do to get the fight. So it ain't nothing preventing it. No, he didn't clear out 68, brother. I'm sorry. I can't give him that. You know what I mean? So to my homie G. Benson in the super chat. Thank you for your support, man. Hey, G. Benson, man, we had a great time last night, fam. Reynoso is going to put a Panama Lewis in the rematch. Talking about, nah, not that bottle. The one that I mixed. Don't give me that one. Give me the white bottle. Yeah, that's what he missing. If we get a Super Saiyan version of Canelo, I'm telling you, man, that's what we missing. See, Bivol last night, y'all don't, and this is going to be overlooked because of the whole controversy and the impact of this, so I get it, but this is going to be heavily overlooked. So let me say it right now. They tried it last night, fight fans. They tried it. We saw a domination. The judges saw a fight with Canelo lost by 2 rounds. They tried it. All Canelo had to do was just a little bit more, and they would have called that bitch a draw. They tried it. If we all saw the domination, and look at them judges' scorecards, fight fans. They tried it. Come on, y'all know they did. And even with their scorecard, it doesn't make Canelo look as bad to lose by 2 rounds on the judges' scorecard. It doesn't look like a domination. Y'all ain't fooling us. You judges are tripping. That was a domination I saw last night. And ain't nobody going to run it, because the first thing that Canelo fans want to do 6 months from now, when we bring up, oh, well, Canelo was dominated. Oh, no, look at the judges' scorecards. It was a close fight, man. That's what y'all going to do, ain't y'all? Look at the judges' scorecards. Hey, he only lost by 2 rounds. We ending all that shit. We ending all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm knocking all that shit off the table. Yeah, he only lost by 2. Dominated, Holmes. Dominated. Floyd Mayweather never been dominated. Never. Come on, man. Dominated. Canelo got destroyed on Cinco de Mayo weekend, which is Mexican Independence Day. So what, he gonna come back in September? He gonna come back in September and try it again and get worse? That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And this people came out. Did I not tell y'all, fight fans? I told everyone was wondering about buzz. I told y'all, Canelo's people will be there. They are a silent majority. You know what I'm saying? To a certain degree. They get loud on fight day. But leading up to that point, they are a silent majority. They support Canelo. They are consumers. They just looking to purchase and support Canelo. If Canelo loses that, that will be the worst thing in the world. Because truth be told, he has the most, like they believe in and they purchase, they use their money to support him in ways that no other fighter is getting. His merchandise sells well, all of that shit. Canelo got deals in America. He got deals in Mexico. Yeah, man. Canelo can't win a rematch against Robert Estrada. Maybe some fighters get old in one night. It's just a bad style matchup. It's not so much that, you know, Canelo is a bum. Y'all not hearing me saying no shit like that. It's a bad style matchup, and his ego need to be put to the side, and he just need to walk away. This is too much. This is too big for him. Your punches are having no effect on Dimitri Bivol. Did y'all see Bivol's face? Man ain't have a mark on him. He ain't have a mark on him. It's a bad matchup. It's not a good look for Canelo. Just let it go, man. You know what I'm saying? Let it go and walk away and go back down to 68. You know what I'm saying? It's the smart move. I'm telling y'all, fight fan. All of y'all want to keep pushing him like this, y'all gonna get him fucked up. I'm telling y'all, real spill, man. Ron Boy says, Earl was never in my top 5. Oh, so you never had him there. Okay. I mean, even so much Josh, but I mean, like I said, pound for pound list is subjective. So, you know, it's all about what you see. I can't keep Cinnamon there, as you call him, Cinnamon. You got me saying that shit now, bro. But I can't keep him there, man, knowing that he's been dominated twice in his career, and he got the PED scandal. And I can't do that, bro. Like, that's too much. And then when I look at everyone else, none of them don't got none of that shit, bro. Like, no. And then on top of that, he's been hooked up so many times. Didn't have the same pressures of making weight as a lot of other fighters because of his catch weights. It's just been too much. And so now when you fall harder than everybody else because you've been hooked up more than everybody else. That's the way it goes. That's karma for you, man. Karma on that ass. You know what I'm saying? You've been hooked up too much. You know what I'm saying? Ron Boy says Josh just got a gift decision. Yeah, well, I mean, if that's the case, Canelo got one against Laura. You know what I'm saying? That's what people would tell you. You know what I mean? We got to go by what's on paper. And if we're going to go by what's on paper and what we actually, you know, Josh is still an undisputed champion. He's still considered the number one guy at 140. And most importantly, he cleared the class. He cleared the class. Like Terrence Crawford cleared the class at 140. These fighters are clearing out the class, leaving no stone unturned. Canelo leaves stones unturned. Even when he fought Cotto, you know what I mean? Like what I talked about last night, and my video still stand on it. I was sitting here yelling from the rooftops, like, why would you fight Cotto, but you didn't fight Sergio Martinez? Sergio was the man before Cotto for a long time, and he wanted Canelo for a very long time, and Canelo didn't even look in his direction. You know what I'm saying? So he don't be clearing out classes, man. And so when Cotto get it, you go after it. But you don't want to go to 160 to face Sergio? Oh man, I'm just Canelo just got too much on him, dog. He got too much on him. You know what I'm saying? Dirty Ray says Josh ain't never fought a guy 5 inches taller than him either. He fought the guys who were there, bro. He fought the guys who were there. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes was doing their thing before Josh got to him. Ramirez was the man over there with top ranking ESPN. He was knocking people out, walking through fighters. Ramirez was the man. You know what I'm saying? Josh, same thing. Josh beat everybody from the old dogs like Victor Postal to the new dogs like Ramirez and Regis Prograis. He beat them all. You know what I mean? Like he left no stone unturned. These are what we got to look at, fight fans. And you got to ask yourself, did Canelo leave stones unturned at these previous weight classes? And you look at 54. You say, did he fight everybody there when the Charlos were there? When you look at 60, he didn't give my man Sergio an opportunity, right? Still avoided the Charlo down there. No Andre. We go to 68. No Benavidez. Tell me where I'm going wrong if I'm going wrong. To me, these are fighters that are being perceived as the best fighters at the class at the time, and he's not fighting these dudes. He's fighting everyone else and getting these accolades and love. Like, look what I am doing and look what they are doing. Yeah, you fighting the second best guys, but you're not clearing out these classes, and you're not taking on the number one guys at these classes. Tell me where I'm going wrong if I'm going wrong. And this is what I got to put in comparison with everybody else that's on my pound for pound list. It ain't no hate. It's just that Canelo's ass is going to be judged by the same criteria as every other fighter. That's how Mainman get down. Hit that thumbs up for the homie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Earl definitely not a top 5. He's just a career welterweight. It's hard for me to get him in my top 5 too, but I can't. I gotta put Josh in there. You know, I like what the Monster's doing. You know, some people even got Estrada in there. I think Estrada got plucked out of mine. You know, I love what the Monster's doing. I love what Shakur is doing. I mean, it's just I gotta sit down and think about it. Like Canelo losing in this fashion, I gotta sit down and see exactly where he fits. He's down there somewhere, right under Vasyl Lomachenko somewhere in my eyes. You know what I mean? Like he's around in that area. But everyone else who's outdoing him, I'm just saying. Not sure he needs to worry about keeping us quiet. He needs to get his fan base back. Absolutely. And that's the ego. He's going to run and try to do things to keep them intact. It's a bad look, man. It just don't push yourself so hard, bro, and just do something out of character and get yourself fucked up. Hey, look, man, you know what, bro? I've been running my mouth for a while, so guess what? I'm going to give people an opportunity. Oh, salute to my homie Ron Boy. Let me get this. But Ron Boy, if you want to come on through, family, and make some points, you know what? Let me do this, man. Let me put this. I want to hear some of the fam, man. If y'all got some time, y'all want to come rock out with Mainman, please be my guest. You know what I'm saying? Be my guest. Let me put this in the comment section. Hold on. All right, bam. Hold on. It's hard for me to do that on this iPad, man. I ain't on my I ain't on my desktop. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. Let me do it this way. Give me 1 second, fight fans. Just trying to copy this link and paste it into the chat. I can't get it on this thing, man. It's not copying and pasting for some odd reason. Hold on, fight fans. I want to see if I can get some of the fam on, man. There we go. Had it. Damn. All right, bam. There we go. Bam. All right, it's in the chat. Anybody want to come through and give me some words about what y'all saw? What y'all seeing? Maybe I'm going wrong. Maybe something I'm not seeing. Maybe I'm going off the wrong path. Link is in the chat, fam. Come on through and holler at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on the mic, so do me a favor for anyone. Don't try to outscream me and shit like that. I'm not on the mic, so I'm just talking on the thing. You know what I'm saying? So y'all come on through. And we got fam in the building. There go my main man, 100 grand. Knockout Boxing 86 TV in the house. You know what I'm saying? There he is. What's up, KO? What's going on, man?
Man, what's good with you, bro? You know, I told you, bro, if I can catch you, I'm gonna catch you. I'm over here studying for next week's picks right now, bro. But
hey, man, hey, KO, thank you for your support. I support you the same, brother. And just know, KO, if you ever want me on that side, brother, just give me the word and I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I support you 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Already, bro. I appreciate that. Look, man. So, what I'm hearing, because first of all, I like getting my picks right, and I got this pick wrong this week. I picked Canelo to stop Bivol in between round 9 and round 11. So, I'm not happy because I lost some money on Canelo this weekend. But what I'm choosing to do is give Bivol all the credit in the world. But now I'm starting to hear a lot of excuses about Canelo being undersized and shit, and being small and shit. And the reason I don't like to hear that shit, bro, is because when he beat the shit out of Callum Smith, I didn't hear nobody talking about how big Callum Smith was, bro.
Big
when
fact.
He beat up, when he beat up Sergey Kovalev and
But
stopped Sergey
Callum
Kovalev.
was a 68-pound
I didn't hear
champion.
anything about. I didn't hear anything about Sergey Kovalev, bro. I didn't hear nothing about Sergey Kovalev being too big for Canelo. Now that Bivol done went in there and put hands and feet on Canelo, now Canelo is all of a sudden undersized. And if you want to point to that, that's cool. But I think there are like 5 or 6 other things that you should talk about before you talk about how big Bivol was. Number one, Bivol had better hand speed. He had a better work rate. His angles and his feet were way better. He had way better ring generalship. He had Canelo hitting the ropes with his punches and shit the whole night. His defense was on full display, and he showed a great chin. Now, chin, you can attribute that to him being bigger and stronger, but pretty much there were like 4 or 5 things that I just named that ain't got nothing to do with Bivol being bigger than Canelo. So I think you should point to that and give that man credit. This is more about Dimitri Bivol being better than a lot of people anticipated. You think somebody with 19 fights has good success against the level of competition that he fought recently, like Salamov and Richards, you would think that that don't get you ready for somebody like Canelo, but he showed, no, my skills translate to the highest level, and I just might be the best 175-pound fighter in the world, bro. And you came up to my weight class and I beat your ass. That's what we should be talking about, bro. Not about Canelo being undersized or, oh, his gas tank. You know, he came up too. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, bro. None of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he got his ass whooped by a better fighter, bro. Point blank, period. I don't want to hear nothing about no excuse because when nobody talking about him gassing out when he was beating on these dudes' ass. Now all of a sudden he lost, and we're looking for excuses. Nah, bro, he lost to a better fighter. That's it. That's all, bro.
Yeah.
And this is what happens when you just, like I said before, he should have just stayed at 68, did what he had to do down there, and it would have been a better route.
Wait a minute. What is it? Hold up, man. This is what I want to talk about. What is it? Look, when you say that he should have fought Benavidez, that's like this. That's like you saying that's exactly like you saying Bud should have fought Regis before he went to 47. Remember, everybody thought Bud ducked Regis. So we got to keep the same energy because that's not true, Mo. And the fact is, listen to what let me finish. Let me get this joint off real quick. Hold up, but that's the fact. Did I just not mention a fact though? Did you not hear people?
No, because Regis wasn't considered the best fighter at the class.
Yes, Regis was considered one of the best fighters at 40. No, just like Benavidez wasn't even ranked in the top 3 when Cinnamon Ray made his run at 168. Mo, come on, like don't do this. Don't do this, Mo. Don't do this.
Who was Regis when Crawford was down there?
What you mean? Who was Regis? Slim, go back to the archives and see how many motherfuckers. Did Benavidez do Benavidez have a belt?
He had a belt.
Did he have a belt? No. He was perceived by a certain demographic that he was the best. Don't do this, Mo. Like
who beat him?
Mo, who beat Regis?
He didn't fight nobody. As Benavidez.
Who beat Regis? But Mo, what I'm telling you is, Mainman.
At that time, bro.
Mainman, that's not true.
All I'm saying is Regis was on the lowest end around the time that Bud was there. And but when Canelo was at 68, David was considered the best fighter at the class.
That's not true. But okay, look, let's just stick to the facts. Did we not hear Bud duck Regis? Who
was better than
No. Can we just do this? Can we just go through it real quick? Did we not hear the Bud duck Regis when he went to 47? Yes or no?
I never heard about ducking.
No, come on. You never heard them say Bud duck Regis, and you never heard them say Regis was the best fighter. Was the best fighter at 140. All right, check the eye. Well, me being a Bud fan ever since we've been doing this shit, I know because I had to defend that shit tooth and nail. Oh, Bud ducked Regis and went to. Come on, man. Well,
Regis was a nobody back then, bro.
Regis wasn't a nobody. Regis, everybody at 140 was technically everybody at 140 was somewhat a nobody. So don't do that. Don't do that, Mo, because you know that's not you. That's why Bud don't get credit for 140 now.
I gotta disagree.
All right. So let me just go back through my experiences then real quick. Me being a Bud fan since forever, I had to make these debates that Bud wasn't ducking Regis. That's just my experiences because I've been on this boogeyman Bud shit for how long? Before anybody even thought about it, I was already saying this. As far as Cinnamon going up to 75, I got paid. I'm documented by saying Cinnamon was not going to win this fight. He does nothing better than Bivol. And size does matter and skill sets does matter in this fight. So it's cool. He experimented. Now he need to take his ass right back to 68 and get busy with the next best available motherfucker, which is Benavidez. I'm cool, but I got any amount of money, and I hear a lot of y'all on this Benavidez thing. Trust me, Benavidez will get stopped by Cinnamon, and I got any amount of money to say that.
Well, I mean, we got to see it, bro. I don't.
Nah. What fight have you seen? All jokes aside, Mo. What fight have you seen Benavidez been in where you think he could compete with Cinnamon? Honestly, let's just be honest.
His last 3-4 fights.
Nah, come on, Mo. Come on, Mo. Who he fight? They not groomed. I hear you. I hear you. But we not even gonna get on the Benavidez. Huh? I think the best fight for I think the best fight for Cinnamon. It's not the rematch. Not interested in that because I knew what the outcome was going to be. Actually, I had the late stoppage. But the best fight they need to be doing with Cinnamon right now is Cinnamon Eddie need to be hollering at the WBO and holler at Parker and be like, look, we want to expedite the winner of Zach Parker and Boo Boo Andrade to get this shit right.
Andrade hurt though. Shit, we don't know when he's going to come back.
Nah, but that's what I'm saying. Expedite the W because he still got to fight the interim.
Why would you rather see him fight Zach Parker instead of David Benavidez?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said, Mo. That's not what I said. I said expedite the WBO.
So expediting the winner would just mean Zach Parker, bro. Andrade is not available.
No. He's not. He doesn't have. No. What I just said was the winner between Andrade and Zach Parker. They need to expedite that fight.
Canelo's fighting again in September, bro. Yeah, Andrade is not fighting. That fight is canceled, bro. That fight is canceled, bro. Canelo is fighting in September for the Mexican holiday that he always fight on, bro. He's not the Andrade and Parker winner. That fight's not happening.
We're not getting no Bivol versus. We're not getting Bivol versus Cinnamon again, no time soon, and we're definitely not getting Triple G.
Well, I mean,
the best option
so they got to pull a rabbit out of hat.
David Benavidez beats the shit out of David Lemieux, which we probably all expect him to do, which is in May 21st. Then they can fight in September. They on the same timeline, bro. Andrade and Parker, that shit's not available. Andrade's not even fighting Parker. He hurt his shoulder, bro. He's not available
I got all that. And I got all that. But this is what I'm telling you. And then the next option is holler at Oscar and make the Zerto fight. I just don't think Benavidez and them are going to
Zerto is fighting at 175. Did you just see what happened to him fighting against Bivol?
And that's what, but once again,
you can't take away the fact that Canelo Alvarez went for that WBC in Fort Avenue Yildirim when David lost that belt on the scales or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got around that shit, bro.
I got all that. I understand all that, Mo.
You got to go make that right, man. You can't just...
And I understand all that. But the reality is, I don't think that's going to happen. That's what I'm trying to get at. I think when he goes over to that side, he's going to go in there in a multi-fight deal. And that's what I'm saying.
Him and Oscar just sued each other. Like the shit that you asking about, like, bro,
but at the end of the day, they got an interest. The zone is the interest, is what I'm getting at. I'm trying to keep everything logically on one side. Let's just keep the reality is that man still owe the zone 2 fights. We talking about PBC fighters. Let's just keep to the reality of the situation.
Okay,
that's the reality. And so at the end of the day, when he go over to PBC, he's going to do that in a 2-3 fight deal in a swoop. So they're not going to break off for this 3 fight deal they got with the zone to go feed him, to allow him to go over to PBC. Let's just be realistic about this. That's why I'm giving up all these scenarios, Mo. Like, I get it. Y'all want to see Benavidez. I understand that. I like Benavidez. I know Benavidez personally. But at the end of the day, y'all, it seemed like, and I'm trying not to be, and you know me, I try to keep it 100. Yeah, I'm trying to keep it 100. But we got to understand he still cleared out 68. Let that man go test his water. I knew it was going to happen.
68, bro.
All right, he needs to stay away.
Technically, okay, this is what happened. This is how we can eliminate this. He got the lineal at 68. He got all the belts.
Zerto at 175, bro. Zerto is longer and bigger. He
don't
want to rematch with the ball. So who is we want him to fight John Ryder in September or some shit? Because he's not fighting those fights, bro. He is not finna lose to Bivol and then go fight Zerto, bro. Canelo don't move like that, dog. He does not move like
Zerto. You tripping? He'll beat Zerto. He'll beat Zerto.
He'll beat Zerto. Punches at 75 don't look the same, bro.
I got you. He'll beat Zerto. He'll beat Zerto. So now so what y'all telling me is he's about to break off this deal. DAZN about to have him break off the deal so he can go fight on PBC. Is that what y'all telling me now?
No, I'm telling you, you about to see Canelo Alvarez versus John Ryder, bro.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's it is going to be what it's going to be, and it's going to be what it's going to be.
Or they might even still let him fight Triple G at 168.
It's going to be what it's going to be. But what I'm telling you is he's not fighting that Benavidez, nothing over there PBC right now or next in September.
After he leaves, then that's when he should go do it. But you asked me what I would prefer, but I know what's going to happen, bro. He is not about to lose and then fight another dangerous fight, bro. Canelo don't do that shit.
Nah, I think Zerto. I think Zerto and that WBO is on the table and Ryder. We can agree to that. But as far that's all I was getting.
So he just lost to Bivol for a belt, but he's gonna take a risky fight with Zerto for no belt.
Zerto isn't risky as you think. I don't think Zerto is risky, but okay.
Canelo don't believe you.
All right, I don't think Zerto is risky. I mean, to be honest with you. But go ahead. What was you saying, man?
No, I was saying you think that he'll take on the Zerto fight before he do the Bivol rematch. I mean, if he going
I would. Why not? Zerto does not. Slim Zerto. Zerto, at the end of the day, who he owe fights to?
To DAZN.
Okay, so what do DAZN have?
Man, they got Golden right now, but that man is fighting. Listen, y'all, don't get your hopes up. The man is fighting John Ryder or somebody like that.
Fine,
just go look at history. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. Hold on, he lost to Floyd Mayweather. The very next fight was fucking Angulo. He got done with Triple G. Them tough ass fights with Triple G. The very next fight was fucking who the fuck did he fight next? It was fucking Rocky Fielding, bro. Like he don't go through tough shit and then be like, yo, give me something that's tough too. He goes through tough shit and he looks for an easy win, bro. We are getting Canelo versus John Ryder.
And that makes sense. I mean, and they on the same side, so it makes sense. I was just trying to give him the benefit. I mean, I was just trying to make the best fights available.
Though, right here, though, Ron Boy.
Yeah.
What Country Boy on the screen said, that's a great point. Canelo is on record saying that he will not fight another Hispanic fighter after Chavez Jr.
That was years ago, man. He rescinded that already, man. He already rescinded that. That's like he rescinded that.
Right, being
yeah, but Mo, man, this is what we try. That's why I'm not trying to really talk about that because we know that that's not really logical right now. That's all I was getting at. Everybody want to see the Benavidez. Everybody want to see Cinnamon versus Benavidez. We all want to see that. But at the end of the day, I'm also got to keep it slightly real because of the shit I've been through being a Bud fan. Because when you brought up the whole he didn't fight the best, because I heard these same arguments. You probably didn't do it because you was still swinging them pom-poms for Keith. Let's keep it on it. And I told you about that sucker years ago, but you ain't want to listen though. So me being in the trenches, me being one of the few boogeyman Bud motherfuckers in the trenches, I heard this Regis shit. Bud Duck Regis. He should have stayed around. I ain't trying to hit it, but sort of that's why I rekindled the shit you were saying about he should have fought Benavidez. But the fact is, we get it. A lot of people feel that Benavidez was a top guy at 68.
I thought he was the best guy in the class.
Okay, and some people don't, but some people do. So we cool. I don't have a problem with him going back to 68 and fighting Benavidez, but that's not the reality. Is what I'm trying to get at, Mo. The reality is he owes DAZN 2 fights. That's just the reality.
That's true.
And the truth be told, are we sure that are we sure? What if? Because I gotta check this. What if Andrade don't fight Zach Parker and go into the fucking into the Cinnamon fight?
No, he's not, bro. He's not fighting Andrade either right now, bro.
You don't know that, bro. He's still on
fights are going to be people to build him back up, bro. He can't take another risky fight that quick, bro. His net for the rest of 2022, the shit gonna be underwhelming. I'm telling you. So
this is what I think. I hear your opinion. My opinion is
about Zerto, bro. He's not making the moves right now.
My opinion is this is what I'm gonna stick with. We can book this. My opinion is one of his fights is going to be Andrade or Zerto, and I'm that's what I'm on record saying. So
here's the thing. The reason I'm coming, I'm kind of again like I feel you. It's gonna be a DAZN fight. Like we agree on that part, but what we disagree is the potential opponents. Like number one, I don't think it can be Zerto based on the strength that Bivol just showed. I also don't think it's gonna be Andrade based on the issues that he just had with Bivol's feet. So he ain't trying to have no flashbacks. He ain't trying to have nobody that can upset the apple cart, give him another close fight. He got to look spectacular for his fans, bro. They're about to put him in, if it's 2 fights, because I thought he only had 1 fight. They never said that the 3rd fight was confirmed. But if it is 2 more fights to the zone, they're going to put him in matchups to where he can go back looking like Canelo. So everybody can go back to the whole pound for pound king is back.
So
his fans can get rowdy again, bro. Bivol, whether you think Zerto beats Canelo or not, bro, that's a risky fight. That big ass dude with that power and that reach, bro, he's not fighting nobody else that's that big and that strong, bro, anytime soon. The second thing, Andrade feet is too good. Like, we might say, yo, Andrade don't have the experience or Andrade this, but it's something about Andrade through about 2 or 3 weight classes now. Canelo and his team, like, nah, we good. We gonna do.
It's just not Canelo and his team.
Hey,
Don't get it twisted. It's just not Canelo and his team. It's just not Canelo and his team.
Hey, Clarissa Turcos is hitting on a really good point. So let me ask this. She says, I don't think that the next fights will be underwhelming fighters because the zone needs to make money off them. Now, we know that the zone is using Canelo for the subscriptions and all of this other stuff like that. Will they protect Canelo to prevent that next loss? Because they
can't protect him, Mo. That's what I'm telling you. He got to get a name to put in those arenas. They cannot protect him, Mo.
The name might get him beat. I'm just saying, like,
so what? But they don't care. At the end of the day, they gotta pay. They gotta pay the overhead. They gotta pay. Don't nobody want to see him fight, even if he decide to fight right. Nobody wants to see that fight. That's not going to generate the money they want.
John Ryder and Daniel Jacobs had the streets of UK and all the bars filled up, bro.
But
and
we know he's gonna be in Vegas in September.
If they take Canelo over to the UK against John Ryder, bro, he gonna fill up.
Fight in the UK in September, bro. They was saving
Canelo got fans, bro. His fans watch him no matter what, bro. He's gonna sell.
Watching, let me get my brother Damone Daniels in
and
here,
going
man.
into a half-empty arena is 2 different things. That arena was not filled. What I'm telling you is they have to put a name in there to sell that shit. They have to, and it's not going to be in T-Mobile again.
Hey, let me get my man Damone in the conversation. Damone, what's up, Damone?
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up with you, bro? Hey, man, tell me what you thinking about this conversation, man? What you got to say about Canelo, man?
I think he got dominated almost as bad as he did against Floyd, man. Maybe worse. I didn't give him 2 or 3 rounds last night. I think he got a round, maybe 2. He looked bad out there last night, man. He looked old. I guess
he looked old.
When cherry picking goes wrong, I guess.
Is Canelo Alvarez still pound for pound top 5?
No.
No top
Absolutely
5.
not. Absolutely not. I think you got to put Bivol on that pound for pound list now. He needs to go on there. Somebody got to go on.
Him at 7.
Has said that, bro. Great.
I got him at 7. I said that. I got him at 7.
He has to
knock
come
out.
on there.
Say you knock out Bivol on that list.
I got Bud and Arrow 1 and 2.
Top 5, hell nah, bro. You don't get to, like, losses got to count against you, bro. Like, you lost. You got to go, bro. Like,
I got Bud 1, Arrow 2.
I can't say that, you know, when Loma lose, we take him off the list, but then when Canelo lose, we don't take, like, nah, bro, you got to go. It's other people. It's too, like, think about the people that you could replace him with that nobody talks about. I ain't saying you should, but you got Stephen Fulton, who ain't cracking nobody's list, beating all them undefeated fighters and champion shit. You got Jesse Bam Rodriguez, who just beat Carlos Quadras, who's about to fight Rung Vasai. You got fucking Shakur Stevenson, who just unified. Hell, if anybody, like, I'm and you know I'm no fan of this guy.
Who got the most? So who currently got the most belts out of all?
Wait, let him finish. Let him finish the statement.
Then we put Teofimo Lopez on the pound for pound list because he beat Lomachenko, but you can't find Kambosos on nobody's list when he beat the dude who beat Lomachenko. So how did Teofimo get on the list beating Lomachenko, but the guy that beat Lomachenko don't get on the list? And I don't even like Kambosos, bro. So I could think about 4 or 5 other names, bro, that you could put on the top 5 right now other than Canelo Alvarez, bro. Straight up.
And I can think of 3 or 4 names you could take off the list, but that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, who got the belts? Who you name guys, and Cinnamon still got more straps than them dudes.
But it's the way he lost last night. He got dominated.
I get to understand that. That's why he's not in the top 3 like I had. He's at 4. I still got to give him recognition. He's still a 68. 4? I still got him. I got him at 4. Okay, I got him at 4. I got my top 5 is Usyk, Bud, NUR, Cinnamon, and Shakur. Those are my top 5. Mel is at number 6.
Can somebody else talk?
Mel is at number 6. Bivol is not number 7. Number 8 is Taylor. Number 9 is Earl, and number 10 is Estrada.
Well, you
All right,
got
cool.
Earl
You got
that
your
low?
10. No, let him. He got his
Wow, bro.
10. Let him finish his 10.
Yeah, that's
bro.
my 10.
He be rolling. He rolling. Look,
Bro,
look,
I
look,
mean,
look.
where's Josh?
Look.
Did you put Josh?
8.
8?
Yeah.
Well, Josh looked bad
So
against Catterall.
So let
He
me
Canelo
looked
ask you.
damn
Alvarez,
bad. He looked
y'all-
real
Canelo
bad.
Alvarez
So
just
Yeah, he
lost.
lost.
what is this?
Canelo
Listen.
Alvarez just lost a 1 belt fight. He just
What
lost
is
a
this
1 belt fight.
documentary
But
done?
Earl
he's
Spence just knocked out
still a
somebody for a
current
unification fight.
champion.
But you got
Hey,
Canelo over
Hey, let
Earl
me
right
ask
now.
y'all this though. What is this
I
do
got
for Bivol?
Earl
What does this
is
do
just
for
a
Bivol?
career welterweight with no lineal. He didn't fight it. His best win is a Joker coming
Wait, you
off of face
penalizing a man
surgery
for
at
winning
160.
titles in his own weight class. That's a penalty.
Slim, I'm not. He
So
doesn't even
wait,
have a
slow down, bro.
lineal. He's a
Let me say
career
this, bro.
welterweight.
Can I say anything? Or are you gonna say everything?
Go ahead, Mo.
Okay, this is what I'm saying, bro. So do Canelo get a penalty for being on steroids, or does he not?
Yes,
That's why
absolutely.
he ain't number 1 on my
Absolutely.
pound for pound
Wait,
list. That's
wait.
why he's
Now
never
slow
been
down,
number
bro.
1 on my
Now
pound
slow
for
down,
pound
bro.
list.
Wait, just let me explain myself, bro. Because
Yeah.
you're penalizing a guy for being in the same weight class. I don't remember people penalizing Bernard Hopkins when he was at 160 for 20 years. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. That don't make any sense to me. So that's illogical.
Who did Bernard Hopkins fight compared to with Earl's fight? How many lineals did Bernard Hopkins have?
Come on, man. This is what we
How many
doing, bro.
lineals? I asked you a
You
question. How
moving the
many lineals?
goalposts.
I'm not moving the
Moving it.
goalposts. How many
You
lineals did Bernard Hopkins have?
Hey, did I miss a Josh Taylor fight? Did he move up in his career? Did I miss one of his
Nah, they
fights? Where he
trying to.
moved
Oh,
up?
I gotta tell you, they trying to make Josh versus Lopez. I
No,
spoke to
but I'm
at
TSU about
saying,
it.
140.
you said,
But
you
At
see,
said,
but
140, I
you
but
said
spoke to
Josh,
your
TSU
Josh,
whole
though in
Josh
Vegas.
getting out his
what's
weight class. Hey,
your whole
y'all taking
argument
some
falls
respect
apart.
from Josh, man.
No, it don't fall
Josh
apart.
getting
I
out his
asked
weight
you a
class.
simple question. How many
All right, hold on.
lineals
Let me
did
answer.
Bernard
Let
Hopkins
me
have?
answer it. Can I answer it? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bernard Hopkins fought at 160. That's the only lineal he had. He's the one that had that belt. That's all he had. 160.
Uh-huh.
That answers your
He
question.
had what?
Now
He
what was your
had
point?
what? A lineal. Earl don't have a lineal because he ain't even fighting the best in his division yet.
Gotta
So
agree with
He
that.
only
therefore,
got one. Wait, slow down, slow down. You're penalizing him, and
I'm
you're acting
penalizing
as
for
if
not fighting the best. That's what I'm
Please,
can I
penalizing
get
him
mods,
for.
handle the
he
spam,
he don't
mods.
let
Handle the
nobody
mods.
respond. He just got to talk.
No,
Listen, bro.
I'm answering your question,
I
Mo.
wish I could answer. I wish
Go
I could
ahead, go
answer
ahead,
what
go
you
ahead,
give back to me.
go ahead. I'm not even gonna say that for
I'm
2
just
minutes.
asking.
Go, rock out.
Yeah, you ain't got to wait 2 minutes. I'm just saying we
Go
can
ahead.
have a conversation where I answer a question and then you can answer back.
All right, go ahead.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Listen. So Earl Spence is at 147. He promised us this fight. I'm looking at it like this. If the dude don't do what I think he said he would do, I told Knockout this. I told Mainman this. If he don't fight Bud next, I can't rock with it because it's only one fight that need to be made. I'm not rocking with no Canelo at 164 or Earl moving around or doing some kind of goofy stuff like that. I'm not rocking with that. So my point is this: he just hasn't got to the fight yet. The fight is here now. That's the only fight to make. So I understand that. So I can't really penalize him for not making a fight because Terrence Crawford hasn't made any other fights. But what? Sean Porter?
And that's why Bud isn't number 1 pound for pound anymore.
Huh?
He could
What?
be
What
number
I'm
one.
missing
No,
here?
no,
I
no.
have
Oh,
Usyk. I said
man, he
Usyk number
crazy.
1 pound for pound. I said Usyk number 1, Bud
Yeah,
number 2.
heavyweight. Yeah, heavyweight.
Oh, Usyk came from cruiserweight. He's
I
a
agree. I
epitome
agree
of a
with you.
pound for pound boxing.
I'd have
He's
him
the
number one,
epitome
two,
of a
based
pound
on
for pound
how they
boxer.
do their
I guess
list.
look, everybody practice.
When did Usyk become one,
Hey,
y'all?
hold on, fam. When you cross from to the heavyweight realm, to me, that just I'm not knocking nothing that Usyk has done, but that just eliminates that whole deal. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I mean, I sort of disagree because Usyk came from cruiserweight, cleared out that, and now he a heavyweight.
I
So he's
understand.
sort of
I
the
mean, that's
epitome.
something we
He's
gonna
the
disagree.
epitome of a pound for pound boxer. Unlike
Yeah.
career motherfuckers that don't have a lineal, that refuse to fight the best in the division or stalling to fight the best.
And then
And we
Usyk
sitting
People
here
just
also
make
putting
up
got
them on the
penalties as
we
they go
sitting here putting
along.
them on the top 5 pound for pound.
What,
That don't
what
make
Usyk
that?
sense to
also
me.
has the best. Usyk also has, like, if we just being objective, bro, Usyk has the best run at undisputed. Number one,
I agree.
he won all his belts in the person's backyard, bro. Like not on neutral ground.
I agree.
He went to their hometown and
Yep.
then took their shit. Then when he defended his shit at cruiserweight against Bellew, he fought Bellew in his home fucking town in the UK and defended his shit. Then he moves up to an unlimited weight class where people can come in that hole and weigh 290, they can weigh 280, they can weigh 260. He coming that bitch at 228. Like, look, I don't care if you 250, I don't care if he's 260. And then what does he do at heavyweight, bro? He goes to Anthony Joshua's backyard in the UK and says, yo, let me get all three of your shit too. And then what is he about to backdoor that with? Oh, AJ, you still the A side? That's cool. I'll defend my shit again in the UK.
And
like,
that's
bro,
why
he
number one pound for pound.
And I don't even do my list like that, bro, because I only look at skills. I don't look at accolades and shit. But based on how they do their list with the resume and accolades and belts and shit, you gotta have him number one right now.
But if you go by accolades, it would have to be Bud.
Let me ask one question. It's to the whole panel.
I mean, you can have Bud one. I'm just going with Usyk.
What has Usyk done that Crawford hasn't done?
He went to he won his shit. Usyk won his, like, it's something to be said if I take your shit in front of your mama, in your backyard. If I come to your backyard and beat your ass. That's more impressive to me, bro. Not this neutral ground shit where you the A side and shit. Like, I don't remember Usyk ever having a fight.
Cruiserweight was a tough ass division, bro. That cruiserweight was a tough division.
So Usyk got the edge over Crawford because of the building that he fought in.
No, because he fought them and he had all the fans, not just the building he fought in. Depending upon the building, fans gonna be for you or against you, bro. So if I'm fighting you, if I come to Maine, man, if I come to the DMV and I'm all the way from Dallas, you're gonna have more people rooting for you. It's gonna be more people against me. That's a bigger feat than me just meeting you up in ATL and then me and you fighting in this neutral and I don't have nobody saying shit to me out my name, calling me all kind of crazy shit. Like, bro, that's more impressive. Like a team winning on the road, bro. Like, that shit is more impressive. That's why when you look at boxing and shit, or you look at any sport, the road team usually is the underdog, bro. Because there's advantages to fighting in your own backyard, bro.
Is that more impressive than a guy who's a two-time lineal champ? Because Bud is a two-time lineal champ, y'all.
Two-time lineal. But like I said, we can flip-flop it. It's like, man, we pulling straws right now, Mo. If you got Bud at number one, that's fine too. I'm not arguing that.
That's all I'm asking. Has Bud Crawford ever been in the ring with a man that outweighs him by 35 to 40 pounds?
No.
Okay, then, bro. Like, and the pound, and here's the thing too: the pound for pound list was literally created for people to be like, yo, if this dude was a heavyweight, he would do X, Y, Z. Usyk literally said, nah, screw all that. Usyk literally said, nah, screw all that hypothetical shit. I'm just gonna go answer the question.
Right. Okay.
I'm a heavyweight.
Right. And that's what I said. He's the epitome of a pound for pound boxer.
I'm not disagreeing with you, KO, but when Ndongo went and did exactly what you said, go win another person's backyard, he didn't get no credit.
You know, Ndongo got a lot of credit for that. Ndongo got a
lot of people be like, Bud beat nobody to become.
Yeah, I know, but it was 50-50. It was 50-50. No, I agree. It was 50-50 though. But Ndongo got a lot of credit for that though.
And he was an unbeaten fighter at the time.
Yeah, he fucked up a lot of plans because
he ain't get credit from Ricky Burns.
But I mean, he not gonna get credit for that.
If Ndongo but here's the thing: Ndongo stopped at a certain point. If Ndongo had done that shit and then beat Bud too, and then moved up and then won too, like, that's different. But he came to Bud and got his ass whooped, bro. Usyk did that shit,
but like,
winning.
But we can. It's like pulling straws, more like
winning, bro. Like,
it's not really a wrong answer. It's just a matter of your preference.
Yeah, I'm
a right, and everybody know I'm boogeyman Bud out. I'm just a little bit. I try to keep it 100, and I got Usyk number one. I've had Usyk number one since he beat AJ, so it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
So he has to be.
My man already locked everything. My man said
Earl for you to change your mind. Bud would have to be Earl for you to swing the Bud. He have to be Earl. Then he'll be one if he beats Earl.
When Bud beat Earl, he'll be number one. Absolutely.
Yeah, whoever wins.
Yeah, that fight. Absolutely. That's the fight.
Wins that fight should be number one pound for pound.
Y'all are all impressed with Usyk like that. I just don't.
Usyk is a bit. Did you see his run at cruiserweight?
To me, he's not even the best heavyweight, man. He's not even the best heavyweight,
Bud
bro.
been up through 2 classes. He been up 1.
No, I got you, Mo, and it's cool. It's cool. Like I said, it's just a preference. I'm just gonna rock with Usyk at the number one spot.
If you tell me Tyson Fury and Usyk are fighting tomorrow, I got Fury, bro. I agree with you, but that ain't how the pound for pound.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I'm with you, Knockout.
I mean,
what if Usyk beats Fury? He's in a whole nother level.
Y'all ain't answer this. Where y'all putting Bivol?
I got Bivol 7.
I got him. For me, he jumped to top 5. For me, he's number 5.
Nah, he don't jump that high, but he wasn't in the top 10 at all. So somewhere between 6 and 10.
Hey, but since he's in that division, though, you talking to somebody who
had Canelo at like number 6 or some shit. So
I'm saying if you beat the number 1 quote unquote
God damn.
pound for pound fighter the way he did it, he got to move to the top 5. He's an unbeaten fighter. He got to be top 5, bro. The way he did it.
Let
He
me
ain't
ask y'all
top 5.
this.
Give him top 10.
But see,
But he,
we
if he
gotta
beats
understand.
Peter,
He has the most
he can move
impressive
up.
win in boxing, bro. That's the biggest win in
I
boxing.
can't put him top 5 because he ain't beat Viterbo.
No, I can't put him top 5.
He
He got a
has the
style
biggest
matchup.
win in boxing.
No,
But
he's not. No.
let's just keep it. Let's keep it 100. That top 10 is going to change before July come because you got to put Better Beef at fucking 10. It's a lot of shit about to change in that division. Melly Mel is going to go up. Mel gonna go up, so Mel gonna be in the top.
We don't know if he's gonna win that fight. Yeah, that ain't no guarantee.
He should win. He should win. Even though he got that gift. I mean, even though he got that gift, man, like he should win this joint. I got him by knockout.
We don't know that though.
To be honest,
I mean, I'm saying it can change. I'm not saying it's definitely going to change. I'm saying we're gonna that top 10 is going to be so rearranged before July. It's gonna be crazy. It can be.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's definite. I'm not saying it's a definite.
I think
I'm
that
just saying it's going to
Bivol
be
to me got to
ridiculously
beat Viterbo, man. He got to beat Viterbo to enter my top
to
5.
be on the top 10.
No,
he beat Viterbo. He had the top 3
on the top. Oh yeah, whoever went between Viterbo and Bivol is definitely top 5. Like that might be top 3 shit.
Top 3.
Yeah, that might, especially if Bivol do it.
You think?
Huh? I know. I got Better Beef stop. I've been saying this. Better Beef stops everybody.
Better Beef stop. Yeah, I agree.
Stop, and I said that. I've been saying
Canelo would
that
have
since
showed up if Canelo had been fighting Viterbo last night, bro.
He would have made it past 7.
He would have beat the shit out of Canelo. Bro.
He would have got stopped.
He would have got stopped.
He would have
like gassing against that dude in 4 rounds. Shit, okay.
In 4 rounds, he gassed in 4 rounds. That's crazy.
That's just like he's moving too many. He's jumping too many weight classes. Even the
And
great
we
Roy
agree.
Jones did
He
it.
tested
After
it
a while,
out.
it catches up with you. He's 32 years old, man. You can't keep jumping weight classes like that.
Man, we put him over Crawford because Crawford ain't number 1, man. That's what
you can jump. You can jump weight
at the
classes
end of the day.
shit.
But we shouldn't even be in at this point. Honestly,
we in his division, bro.
Right. Honestly, we shouldn't even be entertaining Cinnamon at 75 minutes.
I don't see.
I'm not entertaining him at all, bro.
Because he already told us.
What
he already told us his best weight is 68. Why the fuck is we entertaining him at 75?
A 5'8", 175.
He should fight Zero.
How can he still be in the top 5 when he lost like that, man? How?
Well, like I said, he still got scratched and he did go up in weight and he fought a monster.
No.
So that's just me.
Monster nothing. He fought a competitive fighter.
Nobody picked Bivol to win that fight, bro.
I got paid. I picked it. My shit dogging.
No.
A lot of people.
You a good analyst, bro. You're a good analyst.
Let me just say something on this comment right here that we got on the screen right now.
That's
So we cannot give people credit for losing, bro. Like that's like saying, yo, this team played hard. They played hard. They got their ass whooped, but let's just move them to the next round anyway. Even though because they played hard. Like ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, bro.
I agree with you, Knockout. Ain't no dare to be great.
Still the champion, bro. Like
I agree.
He's still the 68 champion, though. Like let's not forget about.
Wait, hold on. Hey, let me say this, bro. The Canelo super fan. Listen, hold on. Let me say this, bro. Let me get in there, bro. Because listen, bro, Canelo done had almost 60 fights. If he has yet to learn how to take away a jab, man, that just shows you his matchmaking was a certain way, bro. He didn't take the jab away. The man didn't go under the jab. Because a couple weeks ago, I seen a guy that y'all say is one-dimensional. He went under the jab that he was getting hit with, and then he went straight to the dude's body, and then he broke his damn orbital bone. This dude gets in the ring with a guy, and he got double the fights this other guy got, and he can't take the jab away. Something's wrong, bro. Something's wrong.
All I can say is that man.
What is Eddie
That shit took me back to my son's football team where everybody get a goddamn trophy and shit. Like ain't nobody trying.
Yeah, he definitely participated.
Overrated.
What is this?
But I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but that's why we need to make sure the Cinnamon back at 68. Oh, they had a bad week. They've been
trying to, man. If you go check out the content on the channel, bro, they've been trying to go in. I've been saying Reynoso trash, bro.
Slim, you gotta look at it. In the last week, keep in mind, I was in Vegas for the Shakur fight. Reynoso only won 4 rounds out of 24 rounds this week, my nigga.
That's a
Well, no, because he
fact,
got
bro.
hold on.
That's a
He do got
those
one
two
fighter
best
that look
fighters.
good on that card. Joselito
Oh,
Velasquez is his
yeah,
fighter too,
Velasquez.
and
Yeah,
Joselito Velasquez did
yeah,
good,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
He
yeah.
won.
I give you that. I give you that. But
Yeah.
we was talking about at the main event. I was talking about more
The
like
main
main
card,
event.
yeah, you right. You right like a motherfucker.
And his
Damn,
fighters
hey,
just
so
look bad
how
too.
does
They look
how
bad,
long this
bro.
man trainer of
Bad.
the year and all this shit? And his
Keep in
two
mind, I
top
said
fighters
4
get
tops.
dominated.
I said 4 tops. We didn't even.
Yeah,
I
you
really
said top, yeah,
How
like
many
that.
I
rounds did
said
y'all? How
4
many rounds did y'all
tops.
give Canelo last night? I haven't winning. I had him
I gave
winning
him
one,
one.
maybe
I had him
two,
winning 3 rounds.
maybe
I had him
I
3
got 3.
rounds.
I
One.
gave him. I can tell you because I be scoring the shit for the show and shit. I gave him round 2, and round number where is it at? In round 10. That's it. 2
I
and
two
gave
10.
him one
rounds.
round, and that was round 3. That was it. I gave him nothing
I
else. That
mean,
was
I
a
can see
clear
all
shot.
that. I just gave him 3. I see all that. I'm not gonna bullshit you. I see
So,
these.
so
Or
what,
that
what,
shit
what,
100,
what do y'all think about the
118
judges
to
scoring that
110.
fight so closely?
Oh, you know what we think.
Oh, they was trying to get rid of the if Canelo had been more competitive down the stretch,
That
like just
12th round.
any
If
kind
he
of
would have
shit,
won that 12th round, that shit would have
he
been.
would have either won
That
that
shit
hoe or it would
crazy.
have been a draw, bro.
Bro, that's crazy.
Like I don't know how you could watch that fight and get like. Did y'all know on all the judges' scorecards, all 3 of them gave Canelo all 4 of the first round?
You breaking up,
Damn.
knockout.
Ridiculous.
At least
That don't
Bivol
make no
got
sense.
a unanimous decision. Floyd didn't even get a unanimous decision.
Hey, that's
Fact.
sad, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
he
y'all
got
know
it.
they
Yeah.
tried it last night, right?
Oh,
Y'all know
you
they
know they
tried it.
did. You know they did.
If Bivol would have gave Canelo the fight that he wanted, they would have found something in there on those exchanges to either lean into a draw or give it to Canelo. That's why Bivol didn't want to give him that shit last night,
Yeah.
man. Took all
He,
that
Yeah.
shit away from Canelo.
he didn't
He
take
was
his
the
foot
one
off the
delivering.
gas.
He didn't. He felt that you could tell he felt the best power Cinnamon had in the first 2 rounds, and it was over. He was like, oh,
Listen,
that's all
when
he got.
Canelo
I got
in
him.
the first 2 rounds, when Canelo got Bivol to the ropes and caught him with that uppercut between that guard, and they didn't do shit to Bivol, I was like,
Exactly.
oh shit.
And that's exactly what
My
happened,
pick
my
is
man.
in trouble, bro. This dude about to be boxing
Exactly.
his ass. I was like, God
What was that? The
damn.
second round, right? That was the second
Yeah, that
round,
was
right?
the second round, bro. He
Exactly.
pinned him
That's
up
what I
against the
said.
ropes like he do
When he
everybody
felt that
else.
shit, he
He
was
caught
like,
him
oh,
with that uppercut, and Bivol was like, oh, that's it.
I
that's
didn't
it.
think
Oh, I
Canelo
got
was.
you.
Do y'all see
I didn't.
Canelo being able to do anything in a rematch?
No,
To
it'll
make
be
this
worse.
fight
No,
over?
He
It'll be
might
worse.
get stopped.
Cinnamon
He might
to
get
get
stopped.
stopped. He might even get retired.
Y'all see him getting stopped in the rematch? I can see
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because
Absolutely.
towards the
Absolutely.
end, like when you looking at rematches, bro, more times than not, you look at the last 3 or 4 rounds of that fight, then that's gonna kind of
Yeah,
give
no.
you an indication of how the rematch is gonna go. And them last
Yeah,
3 or 4 rounds, bro, Bivol was like really on his ass, and so Bivol is like, look,
really.
you're gonna be dangerous for about 4 or 5 rounds, but I got a better
Yeah, let
gas
me
tank
go
than
out the
you.
knockout.
Yeah.
So
No
he
No
gonna
killing.
knockout. This what's gonna happen, y'all. This what's about to happen, y'all. They about to do him like they did Eric Morales after Zahir Rahim beat him up. They gonna shuffle him on to the fight that they wanted to shuffle him to. That's what's about to happen. Anyway. And they're gonna act like Bivol don't exist. That's what's about to happen.
No.
Yeah, they're gonna
So
give
who you
Canelo
think
a
he,
We're
who
not
you
soft
about
think
to
punch.
he
do that.
fighting next, KP?
They're gonna put him in
Cassie
with
D.
Triple G again.
Oh,
They're gonna
No.
put him in with
I
Triple
said
G.
I said Triple G or John Ryder.
Cassie
Those are
not
my 2
having that.
choices.
Kathy do
I
not
think
having
I'm
that.
with knockout. I think they're gonna try some John Ryder type jazz. I think
Yeah,
that the zone got to
I
keep
don't
Canelo
think
winning, and they can't let him
they can
fall but
afford
so far.
to put Cinnamon in the ring with Ryder. It has to be somebody that they asked for. And I'm telling
But
you,
what
I
is the
think
bigger loss though, Ron Boy? Canelo losing or Canelo getting in there? I mean, because if he get in there with the wrong opponent and loses again, even though it's a bigger name,
he's
the
done.
zone might see the more fear in
what
that than
do the
having him.
zone care? Because the zone got to figure out how do we make the most money? Because at the end of the day, we can't string this motherfucker along if we're
But
losing
Canelo
money.
people gonna support him no matter who he fights. No
That's
matter
not
who he
true,
fights, they
Mo.
gonna
Did you
support him.
see the?
Yes,
I
it
hear
is
you.
true. What are you talking
No,
about,
listen to
brother?
what I'm
The man
telling you.
just
All right.
no,
Listen to what I'm
we
telling you.
watching. We ain't listening to what you talking about, bro.
And
The
what?
man
Oh, so
sell
was
50,
so was
60.
the
Wait,
T-Mobile pack? Was the T-Mobile pack last night?
slow down. Think about this, bro.
No, I
You could
asked the
say
question. Was
Vegas
it
what?
packed?
Listen, bro. That's Vegas right now. They could throw that brother
I
right
just
back
came
in
back from
Texas
Vegas.
again. Wait, slow down. They could throw him right back in Texas with Triple G and sell it, bro. You wasting time arguing that point.
And that's what I said. I said they gotta put him in a fight with somebody that's going to sell. That's what I just said. We
Man,
Yes,
agree.
15,000
I
people.
just
I
told you
said I,
But
10 minutes
also
ago.
somebody that's safe. You also
15,000
know
people
what?
showed up to watch
yes,
Canelo
that's what
fight
I
Anthony
just
Hilton.
said. You only said what I just said. That's why I said Ryder isn't the option. You just said what I said, Mo.
So
If
let
he
me
can
get this.
put
Hey,
if he
Ron
can
Boy.
put 15,000
Ron Boy, hold
people
on,
in
let
the
me
add
ask
the
Ron
year,
Boy
bro,
something.
Yeah,
they'll put him
Hey,
in
Ron
with
Boy,
anybody.
so
they
you
not
saying
putting no
that
Ryder.
Gennady
Ryder they lose
Golovkin?
money on
You
Ryder.
saying that
Huh?
Gennady Golovkin is a safer opponent and he's a bigger name? So it wraps everything up in one. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. And
I
I,
agree
I
with
think
that.
and that's what I'm telling you. They're not going to use Ryder because he's not. They need to make sure they make money in the gate and the pay-per-view, all this, that, and the third. But I'm still sort of leaning to Andrade. That's what's just
That's
what
a
I'm leaning.
bad fight for Canelo.
Prior,
I
I
don't
got
see
you,
prior
that.
but I'm
art,
still
we don't
leaning in
want
that
prior
direction.
art, we don't want that fight. We only want Earl versus Bud, bro. We don't want. I don't want to hear
No,
shit
I
about
mean
that
That's
shit.
it.
we
Earl
talking
versus
about
That's
Earl.
it.
we not talking about we're not
Yeah,
making
I don't
that.
even want to talk about that shit. I just saw the comment. Nope, we don't want that. Let me
We don't
speak
want
for the
nothing
Earl
Yeah,
else.
yeah,
Spence.
oh
The
yeah.
We
Earl
I'm
only
not
Spence
want
even.
Earl and
community,
Bud.
bro. We
Right.
don't want Canelo. We want
Yeah,
Bud.
exactly. I'm
Canelo
not
is
even
out of here.
entertaining that.
We
I'm
don't
not even
want
Hey,
entertaining.
Boots.
But
hey,
We
look,
don't
look.
want
but
Keith.
Hey, look.
We want Bud and
Crawford
Errol,
and
man.
Spence now. With no one would argue that they would have the biggest thing in boxing right now. With Canelo dealing with,
right.
I mean,
So
his
why? So
rematch
what's
might
the
be
holdup,
big, but
bro?
as far as what people are waiting for,
Where's the
this is the
offer?
biggest
Has
thing
it
in
been
boxing
But
sent?
right
no,
now.
no,
I don't
no. But
know.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I did hear. I mean, I got a word out when I was out Vegas. Dude came up to me, little white dude. He ain't got no allegiance to no YouTube. He ain't a YouTube, none of that shit. He's certified. This is like an unusual source. He told me that the fight is made. I couldn't talk to Bud. Bud wasn't talking to nobody. I only talked to Steve Nelson. Bud wasn't talking to nobody for real. But I was talking to Steve, but he didn't tell me this. But white dude told me that the fight is made and it's out Dallas. So we'll see.
It's
In
in Dallas.
Dallas.
Yeah, they say this in Dallas.
In Dallas,
But
no, bro. Because
I
then
don't
if
believe
I'm
Bud
that.
telling you,
I
lose,
don't
I'm
believe
just
that.
I
telling you
don't
with an
want that
unusual
shit though.
source.
Because
I'm
if Bud
telling you,
lose, then
Yeah.
y'all gonna be like it
I
was
got
home
you.
cooking and shit,
But
bro.
this is what I'm saying. The reason why I think it's in Dallas, and the reason why I think it's in Dallas is because that's the only way that Bud would agree to a 50-50 split. That's just
Nah,
my
I
that's
don't
just
agree. I think Jerry got a hand in that, bro. I think Jerry wants
I
that
mean,
fight.
whatever the case may be, but
Yeah.
somehow
Oh,
the
you
money
think
is
you said?
50-50
Did you
for
mean
it
Earl?
to be in
Did you
Dallas.
mean Earl? Because you said that's the only way Bud would agree to a 50-50 split if it's in Dallas.
No,
Did you
I
mean
mean
Earl?
that's the way. Yeah, Earl. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Okay,
Meaning
okay,
that
yeah, yeah,
Earl
yeah.
agreed to a
So
50-50
knockout.
split.
That would be an impressive win by Bud if he did fight him in Dallas and beat him.
I don't
Hell
like
fucking
that fight,
yeah,
man. I
bro.
don't like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I
and
don't
so
like that,
that's
bro.
what
I don't like.
that
Nah,
might be the reason why it's
But
in Dallas.
I don't like it for a couple reasons. Number
I don't
one,
like it.
because now if it's a close fight, let's say it's a close fight, 7-5 could go either way. If Earl gets that nod,
Um,
I already know my brother Mainman gonna be on, bro. He gonna be like, nah,
Bud
home
is
cooking.
not going to
That's
just. Bud
bullshit.
has zero intentions in going to the cards with Earl. He's going
Nope.
for the stoppage, so they're not worried about that.
I
I'm telling
understand
you
that,
that
bro.
But
right
you know
now.
what?
They
But you
both
know
gonna
I'm
what, though,
take
telling you
bro?
that
both
right
going
now
for the
from my
stoppage.
mouth.
That's not a good
But
look,
just
bro.
in case, bro, like if it goes
Not
to
a
the
good look.
cards, I don't like it for a fight this big either. Like I don't want no home,
Neutral grounds, man.
Well,
Yeah,
I
Neutral
don't.
they,
I
grounds.
want it in Vegas, man. But
We don't want no
apparently,
Castano
I
Charlo one
also
type
heard.
decision.
I also
yeah,
heard
that's what I'm
Vegas.
saying. Come on, I don't want that shit, bro. Like
But
where
Hey, but I
scorecard
gotta, I
hear
gotta
comes
you.
keep
out
it a
of this
But
hundred with
Main
y'all.
Man made a
I
point.
gotta be
117,
honest. I got a
But
117,
Main
hard
Man made a
problem.
111
point though.
Earl, and
Hey,
then
hey,
nah, bro. I ain't
hey,
trying to
I
do that.
got a
Main Man,
hard problem believe that Jerry Jones was in business with Earl all this time,
right?
and then when the big one come around,
I
they
heard.
just gonna leave Jerry in the
I
in the in the
heard.
in
I
the, in
heard
the
the
dust.
site fee is bigger in Dallas. That's what I heard. Also, that's the reason
That's not
because
that
they
does
not
make sense.
offering
That
the
does.
fight out.
Yeah.
Cause see, the site fee isn't as big as
Yeah,
they
because you know
wanted, and
Jerry got that. He got them
Earl
big
never
ass
even fought in
pockets.
Vegas before. They don't really. Earl never fought a main headline in Vegas. So what I heard was the site fee isn't as big as they thought it would be in Vegas. That's just what I'm. That's
And
what I
And
heard.
maybe they
Jerry
have bigger
probably putting it up.
guarantees in Dallas too. Maybe the guarantees
Right.
bigger there.
So that's why the fight is in Dallas. And that way, Bud will, that's the way they get the 50-50 split there. It'll be split down the middle. And the concession is that Earl will have his fight in Dallas. That's you know what I mean? So,
I
that
I
was
mean, I
mean,
the.
can
shit.
understand. I'm gonna be real with you.
But
I
that
don't
was
think
an
that's the right
unusual
way to go.
sauce. Don't. That was just an unusual sauce. Oh, sauce, like unexpected sauce, my bad. Unexpected sauce.
Why you don't think it's the right way to go, man? I heard you,
I
bro.
think it's the right way to go.
It's too. It's not the right way to go because a fight of this size, it should be on neutral grounds, bro. You know what I'm saying? It should
Yeah,
be in a
but
place where both fighters feel comfortable. Now, don't get me
we've
wrong. If Terrence
already
Crawford,
heard that. Man.
if Terrence Crawford comes out and says, "Hey, I'm cool with fighting in Dallas. I'm comfortable," that takes it off the table. And I
But
haven't heard those words from Crawford. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that with a fight of this
don't.
size and with so much involved, that anybody can see anything, and they go, "Oh, he got robbed. Oh, they took it away."
Nah,
I think
and I
that the
think
neutral ground should be the way that this fight
I
should go.
got you, but I think they looking at it, and like the PBC executive said, they got to go where the money at. And from what my understanding, this is like I said, these are just this ain't my normal. This some motherfucker that just was like a suit. He's basically a suit, man. He said basically the Syfy ain't what they expecting in Vegas, and they need to pay these boxes, and the money apparently is out in Dallas. That's basically
Be
why it's
real,
out
bro.
Dallas.
It's painful as it's painful as it for me to say it. That might just be true. I
Right.
always kind of thought about that on the back of my head, like, how the hell does Jerry Jones? Though he's been hanging around Earl since Ocampo, and he's been waiting patiently for the fight that he wants. And he's been pushing Earl. They gave him the Mikey fight, but that's not the one that Jerry wanted. Jerry wants the big one. And if
Right.
Earl walk out the
They
door
wanted that pack
and
out,
Jerry
bro.
and that man on this fight, that's gonna be bad for Earl.
If
That's what
Bud
I'm telling
accepts
you.
if Bud accepts
See,
those terms, man, he got the biggest kahunas in boxing, bro.
Bud
He got
Bro,
the
if
expects
he do
biggest
that
one.
shit, man,
Bud
oh my
expects to
God,
KO Earl, so he's not even worried about the cards. I'm telling you, they're
I don't
not
like
worried.
that
I
though,
hear
And
you.
bro. That's tough, man.
Bomac always said they will take the fight out Dallas, but they gotta pay us in a 50-50 split out
Hey, you got to
Dallas.
think about it like this, man. If they drive down from Omaha, because they'll be coming through KC to Dallas, they can bring a lot of fans with them.
They
Man,
can.
that
Because
shit is gonna be
and it's another thing too, though, bro, is that
Omaha always travel with him.
Earl missed the Pacquiao fight in Vegas, so that was his fight to grow Vegas. He
Mm-hmm.
didn't get to do it, and Crawford didn't get to do Vegas like he wanted to do with a big fight either. So by them both
Well,
going to Dallas, they could probably do. I think they could do 80 to 100.
They could do 100, bro. I
They'll
think they
sell
can
out
do 100.
Cowboy Stadium. They'll sell that out, man.
yeah,
They'll sell that thing out to the
I'm
rafters.
telling you. So that's just as
Yeah, the fights in the stands and the fights in the damn parking lot might be better than the actual fight. That
I'm
shit
gonna
gonna
be
be
in one of them suites.
a madhouse, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
I just
I
want the
don't
fight
want
to
the fight.
happen at
I
this
don't
point.
Everybody ain't
Because
trust and
reasonable.
believe.
Everybody ain't
I
reasonable
do
people
not
like
want
us.
that fight in
I
Dallas,
don't
man.
care
I
if they
swear to
fight on
God, I don't
Pluto,
want
man.
that
I
fight
just
in
want
I
the
don't
Dallas.
want
fight
it in
now. I
Dallas
don't
either.
care where they fight. I want
I
the
don't
fight.
want it in Dallas.
I
Look,
I
do
need it
care
to
where
be in
they fight
Vegas.
though, because after all of this, bro, I don't want to be room for any excuses for either side, bro.
I
Like
don't
the
want that,
best
man.
person that
That's not a
win,
good look.
bro, need to have a hand raised. I don't even give a damn if it's not my guy. Bud go in there and beat the shit out of Spence for 12 rounds, bro. And for some reason, Spence get a gift ass draw, bro. I'm gonna be highly critical of that shit. I don't want any chance of that shit happening, bro. And when
Yeah, I
you
got
open
you.
yourself up for that, when you favor one fighter being able to fight in a place that he grew up in, bro, like it's just naturally people gonna have that mindset. Like if it's a close fight, maybe you do edge it to Spence, but if it's close enough to where you can make an argument for Bud, bro, you gonna hear shit about robbery the next day, bro. And I don't want that
A
type
la
of
I hear
Whitaker
you.
and
Makes good for the
Chavez.
I
rematch.
definitely
Makes
understand.
good
I
for the
definitely hear
rematch.
you.
Makes
Trust
good
me,
for the
this is
rematch.
that's
information I
okay.
didn't even want to say because I
We
still don't say
stopping
the fight
Bud
is gonna
anyway,
happen.
but I'm just saying I don't really,
I just
Yeah,
don't
you
think
don't
it's a
want the
smart
Sweet
move.
Pea Julio Cesar
But I'm gonna
Chavez
tell you right
robbery.
now, bro. Hey, to the panel, I'm gonna tell you. I don't think any of us would agree that it's a smart move. But I gotta say, man, I think that we all agree. None of us can picture them taking this away from Jerry, bro. Like, how can you even picture
Yeah,
that?
that's true.
And that's
If
what I'm
Jerry really,
telling you.
he getting that shit. Like
And
I do
He's
feel
been in
what
their
Ron
corner
was
from
saying.
day one, bro. He's been
and
right
But
that's what
there
I'm
supporting Earl
I
that's
Spence.
think both
exactly
fighters though. I think both fighters though. First of all, if this is true, for Crawford to even be willing to do that shit just shows the dog he is and how bad he really wants this fight. But also, Earl coming off of that shit and giving up basically millions to make the fight happen. Like, bro, they both showing that they really want this shit, bro. And that's what we should be excited about. So as long as we get the fight and it's fair judging, bro, I ain't worried about it. But again, with the way they fight, how prideful they are, and how they just gonna come in and go at it with all the bad blood and shit, bro, and how the fans gonna be yelling and shit, bro, I'm absolutely positively shocked if this fight go the distance either way, bro.
Preacher David
Yeah.
says, "Yo, we trashing Canelo's name, though, bro. We not crashing. We not trash. See, y'all not used to Canelo being subjected to the same things as everybody else. Y'all used to him having the one leg up and being coddled and protected. And no, we holding him to the same standards as every other fighter. And if any other fighter would have been doing what Canelo was doing, they would have get the same criticism. It ain't trashing his name, bro. He fought at catch weights. He dragged smaller fighters up the weight classes that they never fought at before. Now he got a small dose of his own medicine. So he gonna get subject. He's got a PED scandal and he's been dominated twice. That's not trashing Canelo's name, fam.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? So we just gotta accept if this was Crawford, if this was Earl, if this was a Charlo,
The Bronx Bomber.
if they had that same shit, they would have been getting dragged through the mud, bro. So I can't do that. You know,
They dragged Wilder.
Canelo.
They dragged Deontay Wilder.
All for one loss to one fighter. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he loses to. He wasn't this. He wasn't that. So we know what this game would have been doing. What they would have been doing. Canelo is being subjected to the same shit that he put everybody else through.
Listen,
It
bro,
was a fair fight.
Like he gets all the praise and admiration. He makes $45 to $55 million a fight, bro. Like when you lose,
you know what I'm saying?
when you lose, bro, you get criticized. That's how sports work, bro. Like that's what you supposed to do. So fighters keep chasing greatness, because guess what? He ain't gonna have no problem going to cash that check that he got for this fight.
He still won when you look at it like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
is there some audio out here that's saying Canelo saying that he thought he won this fight?
No, Canelo admitted to losing.
Didn't he admit that in the post-fight presser?
He admitted, but he said, I felt like I won the fight.
He said, I felt like I won the fight, but you know.
Yeah, that's what he said, bro.
But at the end of the day, I mean, Cinnamon put himself in this box, so it is what it is. He got to accept it. I mean, you know, I see it on both angles, but you know, I just, like I said, I can be in the minority. I don't mind being in the minority.
If he really thought he won, man. Somebody ain't being honest with that, man. If he really think he
won. No. I think no. That's just him. That's just typical, you know, boxer shit. Because
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm just glad
Eddie know he lost it. You can tell Eddie know he lost it.
By 2023, he got to start fighting the people we've been asking him to fight, bro. He's running. He's running out of it. He's running out. He can't go back up to 175. He knows that now. Right. So come on back down here 168. Go ahead and get your. If you want to get your John Ryder, your Triple G, go ahead and do that shit. You only got.
I think
he got 2 more fights, and then people gonna be looking at him sideways if he ain't fighting.
The John Ryder fight is off the table, Mo. I'm telling you, y'all keep that shit is off the table.
Let's face it, Canelo's an older 32 man. He got a lot of fights, bro.
I think that Gennady, you know what? Ron Boy Fresh has convinced me that Gennady Golovkin fight does kind of make more sense.
Yeah, he gonna bring Triple G up to 8 pounds. Ain't never fought at 168 before, and it's gonna be a big name. But everybody gonna act like he ain't 40.
Take it and run with it now.
Yeah, everybody gonna act like he ain't.
We'll accept it as a crowd. We'll accept that.
Everybody gonna act like Murata wasn't putting hands on him at first. Like everybody gonna act like none of that shit existed. And Canelo gonna stop Triple G at 168. Yeah, he ain't look old. None of that shit. But you know what? Canelo, and then he right back pound for pound king. Who else will fight somebody like Triple G?
Telling y'all. Don't count my man Dimitri. I mean, don't count my man Demetrius out, man. Andrade is still in the mix. I'm telling you, man, just chill out. Watch what I tell you.
To me, Canelo didn't look that impressive against
fighting guys like Andrade when Canelo was over here stepping on shit. Now that he just lost, he got to be like, you know what? Now it's
we gotta understand.
Give me Andrade.
And you fella realize Cinnamon lost a little bit of leverage. So at the end of the day, he lost some leverage.
Triple G got way bigger than Andrade, bro. He way more popular.
Who's that?
Triple G is, so that fight make more sense than Andrade. I agree with you on the Triple G.
No. I get that. But what I'm telling you is and like I said, I gave a case for the reason why them 2 fights are going to happen, and then Zerto was the 3rd option. That's what I said. That's what I'm gonna stick with. But at the end of the day,
so why do you think he's avoiding Benavidez so much?
We already established he owes them 2 fight deals. He's not gonna break that off. They gotta get that money. Remember that. I know a lot of people think that fight did well. It looked good, but that T-Mobile wasn't sold out. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that. T-Mobile is not MGM Grand. T-Mobile is big.
I want to see these numbers. I want to see if they're gonna release these pay-per-view numbers.
No, they don't. They release. They will. They release the Serrano and Taylor numbers, right?
So around Thursday,
and this is their first pay-per-view. So they're gonna have to release those numbers because those are numbers you can actually count. So they gotta release them, and if they don't release them, then they got another problem. So you're definitely about to get Triple G versus Cinnamon.
There's a law of something that's changing or something they're working on where the zone basically will be start being forced to reveal their numbers. I was just listening to Eddie Hearn. They asking him about it, and he's just like, "Yeah, I'm glad that's happening because."
Wait a minute, they not releasing the numbers?
They will.
No,
Yeah,
gonna
they
be
have
forced
to.
have to release them.
They're going to be have to force to release numbers. See, what's happening is people, these promoters, are pricing themselves out with bogus numbers. You dig what I'm telling you? So it's messing up why certain fights ain't getting made. You
Right.
dig what I'm telling you? So and Gates and all that shit and all this, we got people believing they getting this amount of back end money and this, that, because it's messing up the way these fights are getting made. And you got some motherfuckers sitting out. Wait a minute, he sold this amount of pay-per-view, or he got paid this amount of money, but this is not what y'all reporting. Something ain't adding up.
You know what I gotta say too. I gotta, and I never thought I'd say this. I gotta salute Bob Arum, man, for giving us the good fights, man. He be giving us some really good fights, bro. I gotta salute
Boy,
that, man.
I'm gonna be
Bob
in New
giving
York
us
for
some
that.
really good
Joe, it
fights,
better
bro.
be Drake, boy.
I know he didn't get a fight last night, but Bob be giving us good fights, man. He got the Kambosos Taney fight coming up, the Shakur fight. He giving us the fights now.
Hey, so what's the next big one on the itinerary? I think we got next week. I know we
got Castano. You got Charlo
fighting next week against Castano. Zerto's fighting next week as well.
Yeah.
Boots.
David Benavidez.
Boots fights.
And then ain't no goddamn big fight. Stop it.
What, Benavidez?
Benavidez, Lemieux, y'all need to stop that shit.
Nah, he gonna flatline Lemieux, bro. He gonna flatline Lemieux ass, bro.
Exactly. That's the shit I'm talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
But come on, Ron. That's because nobody ain't stepping up, bro. Nobody.
That's not my problem. I need to see.
Yeah, I don't
have a problem with Benavidez. I think Benavidez is the goods. But at the end of the day, Mo, I have yet to see something to tell me you can compete with Cinnamon. It's like they preserving these motherfuckers to get cashed out. I mean, that's just what I'm looking at.
So if that's the case, of who Andre beat that makes you think he can beat Cinnamon?
Well, Andre is avoided though. We gotta understand it. Andre
so is Benavidez.
No. Benavidez.
I like Jamal Charlo a lot. He's from Texas. I'm from Texas, but Benavidez is avoided, bro. Like bad.
No, and I will give you. And once again,
getting vaccines.
But wait a minute. Hold. That's not necessarily. Like I said, we can go 50-50 on that because it's been documented that his manager even said that they didn't want the Plant fight. It's like it goes both ways. But I don't have a problem with Benavidez, so I don't want to. Because like I said, I just at the end of the day, I wish this would have happened. I wish they would have signed a 1-fight deal to fight Bivol, and then go back to the negotiation table with PBC and DAZN to see who want the other 2 fights. That's what I wish that should happen.
Canelo ain't in a position to be telling people to fight each other to fight him, man. Get out of here with that, man.
No, what I'm saying is before instead of signing a multi-fight deal with DAZN, he should have just fought that 1 fight. Like he was originally talking about. Have 1 fights. What's the point in saying you don't want to be on a multi-fight deal, but you sign a 3-fight deal?
Yeah. He thought that shit. Man, listen, bro. We can talk about Bivol and how good he is right now, but man, Canelo thought Bivol was gonna be easy, bro.
I don't understand why people think that. Why would they think that?
On the screen, y'all. Look at this. See, this is the attitude right here. That's gonna get it started. This is what's gonna wipe out that Bivol loss right here. See how Alex is talking in the comment?
Yeah.
That's the snowball effect right there. It's gonna get bigger and bigger if they present Triple G. Oh, Triple G won the first fight. Oh, he got robbed, and it's gonna grow. And
I can hear the promo now. Canelo and Triple G, third time. First 2 were so controversial.
I'm telling you that they know that they're going to convince a lot of the fans. Forget about what you saw in the Bivol fight. Let's worry about Triple G got robbed. You know what I'm saying?
Because Bivol price has gone up now. His price is
Bivol already said it. Kathy Duva and Bivol, they already on it. They already said it. You gotta pay me. I'm not walking out second. I'm about to get this check. I took that short money. Now what's up? I know Eddie, you upset.
Yeah, he said. I heard him too. He said, "Now y'all got to treat me like the champion." I was like, "Yeah,
exactly."
Who said that? Who said that?
Bivol. Bivol went on. Bivol keep it 100. He kept it 100 on Eddie and all that shit. He's like, "Yeah, I know I hurt your man. I know I hurt y'all plans, but you gotta pay me now."
Yesterday's price is not today's price. For sure.
Yeah.
Do your shit.
He said you gotta pay me now.
Whatsoever. Don't blame him, especially with the damn judges' scorecards. Man, got the man only winning by 2 rounds. I don't blame him, you know what I'm saying?
And Eddie Reynoso and them, I don't care what they. Even though it might be a lot of money in that rematch, but Eddie is not going to take that fight. I'm telling you, they're not going to take that fight.
I wouldn't take it right away.
Even if it's not a good fight. It's not a good matchup. It's just not. So that's why I'm not even entertaining that rematch. It's just not a good fight for Cinnamon. It's just
Yeah,
not.
Eddie
I
gonna
would
get
have
in his
been more
ear and say,
receptive
"Hey, we
to
can
it had
go
it been
do
a close
55
fight.
million and make Triple G."
Exactly. After what we seen last night, nobody need to be calling for
Yeah,
that
you
rematch.
don't lose that bad and then come back. And when you lose that bad and then the next time you usually lose worse.
Right. And
Yeah.
and them last rounds already showed you how to fucking my man say the last rounds pretty much gonna tell you how the next fight gonna look like.
I mean, he got
Already.
dominated, bro. I
Well,
honestly,
little fellas, man, bro, I gotta hop off, man. I'm about ready
My
to
man,
Yeah, we
go
about
out.
to.
So
Hey, to the
y'all
entire
boys take
panel.
it easy, man. Ron,
absolutely, Slim.
main man. Always nice talking with y'all, bro. Y'all take it
Absolutely.
easy and
happy
enjoy
Mother's
y'all
Day
day.
to the
Yeah, yo, I
moms, to
appreciate
the
you coming on, King.
wives,
I appreciate it.
girlfriends, or whatever, man. Happy Mother's Day to
Already,
all
bro.
your
Hey,
favorite
say
ladies,
yeah,
Appreciate
man.
happy
y'all,
Mother's
man.
Day,
Y'all
bro.
boy be easy, man.
Yeah, you
Yep.
be easy,
All right.
bro. Appreciate you, my G. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Hey, fight fans, I'm gonna go ahead and clear the whole panel, man. I'm about to get ready to get out of
All
here
right, Slim.
myself, man. So y'all be good, man. You know what I'm saying? Much love to all of y'all, man. Hey, man, great live stream, man. Salute to everybody that joined the panel. Salute to my homie Ron Boy Fresh, always providing some fresh point of views. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Knockout 86 Boxing TV. For everybody that hears the sound in my voice, you check out Knockout. That is a channel on the rise if I ever seen one. You know what I'm saying? Knockout's channel is awesome. He welcomes many different points of views. He ain't gonna shun you for your opinion. None of that. He's a great channel, man. I got a lot of love for Knockout. Also, and salute to my main man, Damone Daniels, for rocking out, man. You know that's fam right there. Salute to everyone in the chat. Thank you for your participation. Thank you all for your donations and super chats. I really appreciate this, man. And I think that listening to many points of views on this fight, fans, it looked like we kind of got our answer. Let's just kind of sum this up real quick from what I heard everybody say. And I think that we're all in agreement that the rematch for Canelo versus Bivol is not the smartest idea. Not because Canelo is the worst thing in the world. It's a bad style matchup, fight fans. You got to call it for what you see. It's just a bad style matchup. You know what I mean? Going back in there is just not smart. I believe that he should go down to the 68 division and defend his world titles. Now, also, Dimitri Bivol, as the panel just said, bossing up, saying he deserves more money and want more money. I agree with him 100% because, like I said, to me, I saw a domination. The judges saw a fight that he only won by a couple rounds. They tried it, fight fans, and he knows going into this rematch, that's going to be very dangerous and shaky ground for him. You know what I mean? So he might want to be paid for it. I don't blame him. Pound for pound implications. I think all of us will agree, with the exception of Ron Boy. I don't think that Canelo remains in the top 5 anymore. You know what I mean? Because you cannot have 2 dominations and a PED scandal, fight fans, and then say that he's a top 5 pound for pound fighter. Also, him going up in weight and challenging himself, like I see a lot of the fans are saying. You know what I mean? I personally believe that that's a cover. You know, you go up, you lose, you want to take the consequences that come with that loss. Mainly because Canelo has had the edge on previous fighters before, and he soaked up all of the benefits of those fights. But now all of a sudden, when you lose a fight of that's not in your favor, as far as all of this stuff, then it's a big issue. We can't do that, fight fans. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention, Canelo Alvarez has won at 175 pounds before, and when he beat Kovalev, they celebrated that victory like it was the greatest thing in the world. So he's going to have to take the consequences of this loss. You know what I'm saying? Canelo Alvarez is talking about rematching Dimitri Bivol, fight fans, in the post-fight presser. We'll keep our eyes to the headlines and see exactly where Canelo Alvarez will end up. The panel believes that possibly Gennady Golovkin. I think Ron Boy Fresh hit it squarely on the head, and that was the perfect name. Because unfortunately, just like what KO was saying, John Ryder, which is also a good name and a good fit, but it makes more sense with Gennady Golovkin because he has everything that Canelo would look for to bounce back. He has the name. He has he's a fight that fans will start to get kicked up for. Oh my goodness, he won. He got robbed in the last fight. The storyline will start to play out. It's no obstacles, and most importantly, if he probably wanted to, more than likely he will drag Gennady Golovkin up to 168 pounds. Once again, kind of sort of giving Canelo Alvarez a bit of an edge. So that name honestly makes more sense than perhaps a John Ryder or anyone else. But according to Canelo Alvarez, he wants to rematch Dimitri Bivol, which leads me to ask the question of, is Canelo Alvarez delusional? You know what I'm saying? It's not a smart move. He's not going to get no cover, especially from Mainman Mademan. They say you dared to be great and you tried it again, and that shit ain't gonna happen, man. You lose to Dimitri Bivol again, and ain't no telling where Canelo Alvarez is going to end up. And he fuck around and get stopped. You did. Salute to the fam, man. Thumbs up for the homie if you enjoyed this panel. I'm still going to do We Talking Boxing Live. Don't get it twisted, fight fans. We're going to wrap this up, and we're going to put one final bow on this fight before we're moving on to this coming week's action. Charlo and Castano is on the cards, man. We got David Benavidez coming up. I'm looking forward to his stoppage over David Lemieux. So, those fights are coming up in the coming days. So we'll probably do one more small talk, and that's pretty much going into the numbers and maybe even looking at some of the boxing rankings and stuff like that to wrap up this Canelo and Bivol thing. It's over, fight fans. It is over. No more excuses. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up on the way out. If you did not hit it on the way in, share, rock those bells. Salute to my fan, Wookie Wook in the building. What's up, champion? He possibly can get knocked the F out. I agree with you 100%, man. Peace. I'm going to catch the replay. Peace to you, Wookie Wook. And thank you for coming on through, bro. You know what I'm saying? Much love, much love. Let me see. Come on, I'm out the door. See, Alan, look, Alan is already getting it geared up. Alan, I highlighted one of your other comments that you said earlier, bro. Triple G is really the champion, and Canelo is a cheap drug. And not drug cheap, but he's a cheap drug. You know what I'm saying? See, that's how the ball gonna get rolling right there. That snowball, this little snowball that Allen is planting, is gonna grow and grow and grow and grow. And before we know it, it's gonna be like, Bivol who, Bivol what? I'm keeping my third eye on Dimitri Bivol, a fighter who I have tremendous respect for, a fighter who I've respected through the many years, and I've been telling y'all for so long that he got what Canelo has been missing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Clarissa says, I don't think that Eddie cares if Canelo loses the rematch. The rematch would bring good numbers. That's facts. If anything, it would make Eddie smile from ear to ear because he may not want to be in a lifelong thing with Canelo. He knows that he got to get his money and get it while it's hot. And he doesn't care maybe if it comes at the demise of Canelo or if it comes at the success of Canelo. As long as it comes with a lot of green. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Bivol beat him by points and boxed well, yet he was not the aggressor. I'm just saying. Yeah, but he was the more active dude, and he was the more fundamentally sound guy. And I also believe that if Dimitri Bivol needed to go to an adjustment, if he would have been put in a position where he had to do something different, I think he would have had the game plan to do it. The only thing is that his initial game plan worked like a charm. You know what I mean? But I think there's layers to his game. The golden question is, are there layers to Canelo's game? That's the question. Because once again, from Eddie Reynoso's gym, I seen Oscar Valdez get dominated with no adjustments. And I'm looking at Canelo get dominated with no adjustments. And Andy Ruiz is looking like a shell of his former self. So we going to see, fight fans. You know what I'm saying? I'm out of here, man. Much love to you all, fam. Great live stream. Great panel, man. Salute to the fam. And I'm Ghost, man. And until the next video, fam. Plays out. Hit that thumbs up for the homie, man.